Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I am Ketchup, and I am Mustard, and you are watching Week 6 of the Mortal Kombat X Pro League presented by ESL.
So, 6 weeks in right now, we are steamrolling through Season 3 of the MKX Pro League.
Yes, pretty fast.
It has been going by quite quickly, especially in comparison to, this time last year, we were doing Season 1 back in Poland. Things were a bit different, but what wasn't different were our successful players. By this time last year, Madsen had already qualified through Mid-Season Showdown. Foxy Grandpa was already the #1 point-earning player. And once again, we're in that situation. So, Foxy Grandpa is once again the #1 seed globally in the Pro League, and he is here again in this week's top 8, as well as Madsen once again. We've got Sakron, Yupe, and all these amazing players that sometimes we've seen a lot of in this Pro League, and sometimes we haven't seen as much of. But what are they playing for this week?
The ESL Mortal Kombat X Pro League is a string of weekly online tournaments that will take place over 8 weeks. The higher you place, the more money and placement points you earn. As you can see, first place takes home $500, second $300, third and fourth $100 respectively. Now, we say this all the time, and we will continue to say it. It is not about the weekly money, it's about those placement points. 100 points to first place. What do the points mean? Every single week you will earn points by placing. The more points you have by the end of this period, the higher chance you have of being sent to the Season 3 finals, playing for a prize pool of $200,000.
Incredible amount of money, no less. Let's not forget Season 1 and 2's prize money was $100,000. So the fact that we have double that for Season 3 is quite a big deal, especially for the players that have already guaranteed themselves a spot.
A little bit life-changing.
Yeah, you could say that. However, what is not different, we have, as usual, our social media correspondent for the night who will be reading through Twitter, letting us know what you guys and girls at home are saying about the show. So once again, it's my pleasure to introduce you guys to Mo Sasanak.
Thank you, boys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you know by now, I am Mo Sasanak, and I will be your Twitter correspondent for this evening, reading through all the lovely tweets you send me throughout the night. So, as always, if you want to keep up with anything Pro League and MKX related, you can follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat on Twitter. If you want to get involved with the conversation tonight, tweet me your questions, statements, or just general chit chat about anything that's going on. You can use the hashtag MKX Pro League. And as always, we have another raffle this week. We have another lovely pro player kit up for grabs. You guys know the lovely goodies inside there by now. You can go to esl.gg/MKXComp to register there. The winner of last week's raffle is Alex Perkins. So congratulations to you. We'll have that on the way to you very shortly. Back over to you, boys.
Right, wonderful. Congratulations, Alex Perkins, and thank you, Sasnak, for that. So before we get too much into tonight's carnage, we have, once again, a Skype interview lined up for you lovely people at home. We haven't interviewed this guy in quite some time. We did in Week 1. He's had quite a tear, as like I said before, #1 seeded player so far in the Pro League. He's been Hype Spotting Champion, Vianality Champion, second place at EVO, Mortal Kombat Cup Champion. Foxy Grandpa, are you there, my friend?
What's going on, you right?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. You got a webcam now. That's
he does have a
revolutionary.
webcam. Wow.
Yeah.
All that money and he finally puts it into a webcam. Check that out.
And I'm glad you finally found a house for that Mortal Kombat Cup check as well. Okay, so let's get sort of stuck in, really. So you are the highest seeded player currently in the Pro League, but what I really want to know is, so you unfortunately did fall to Irish Madness a couple of weeks back, but what you have done, which you always seem to do, is you climb back pretty much almost immediately. Whenever you fight someone in tournament, it seems to be that people are yet to defeat you in tournament and then at the following tournament take you out a second time. You always seem to get that run back and win the run back. What I think is going to be really useful for people to know at home is, what is it about a loss that you take away from, and what is it that you think about when it comes to basically improving for when you fight that exact same person next time?
It's just damage control, really. Don't get hit in any place where you shouldn't be getting hit. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so it's a matter of basically just understanding what you lost to and just not doing it again, basically.
Cool, awesome. So, like I said before at the start of the show, this time last year you were a successful player in Season 1, and that continued on to Season 2. Obviously, you were playing Kung Lao. Now you've made the switch to Melina, where you are arguably more dominant than you used to be with Kung Lao now. So, a bit of a double-barrel question, really. Number one, how does it feel knowing you can do that and take a character and mold it into as strong of a character as it considered now with the community, and also the fact that you are guaranteed for Season 3 finals again, meaning you are a lock for Season 1, 2, and 3. How does it feel knowing you're going back to LA and are playing for double the money you played for before?
It's always good to go back to the ESL studios in California because they treat you well.
They do.
Question about learning a character or, just playing a character in a dominant manner. I don't know, I just look for the I just look for a game plan that works with minimal risk and maximum outcome, I guess.
Cool.
Something that works towards your strength of the player would also help as well.
Yeah, so really optimizing what you want from a character and taking into account how you play as well.
Yeah.
Cool, wonderful. And I think that does about wrap things up. As usual, good luck in your top 8 matches, Foxy. We're looking forward to seeing you play against Aquari not too shortly. No, not too long. We're doing it shortly.
Right up
My
next.
word. Of
That's
course.
next.
Yeah, he's right there. He's bagging me.
All right, brilliant. Right, good luck, Foxy. See you later, man.
Okay, cool. So this actually does bring us on to the meat and potatoes of this week's broadcast, which is going to be the bracket.
Yes.
Game number 1 is going to be Foxy Grandpa, PND PXP of Foxy Grandpa versus STB Mr. Aquari. We're going to have Stozen and Jinamanene. These guys are back. We haven't seen Jinamanene in the Pro League for quite a while, but Stozen, we've seen him very recently with a very dangerous Jackie Briggs. We have Sacron and Yupe. Sacron, again, another very consistent player. Yupe, we haven't seen him in a few weeks, but here he is back. And you have to take out Boki to get here. And I think, obviously, denying your direct competition entry into top 8 while making top 8 yourself is fantastic. And finally, we have Storm and Madzin. A very sort of typical Season 2 match, I believe.
Well, one thing I absolutely must stress this week is we have Foxy Grandpa, Sacron and Madzin. All 3 of these guys are basically confirmed for the Season 3 finals at this point. I don't really think there's a way they can be knocked off their podiums, which means that their places in the weekly pro leagues, they're kind of there just to cement themselves to win some cash every week and to give themselves better seeding opportunities. Because obviously the more points you have, the better you will be seeded, which in theory will give you an easier time at the season finals. I know easier isn't really the right word, considering it is going to be the 16 best players in the world. However, you don't want to stop competing. But for them, they haven't got the stress. They know they're going. For the majority of this top 8, Aquari, Yupe, Jinamunene, even Storm with his consistent top 8s, these guys have a very, very close amount of points. There's like 10, 20 points separating them, and that is literally making top 8 1 week.
The brackets are looking incredibly juicy right now. Bear in mind, guys, these points that you can see on screen right now have taken into account the minimum of 25 that they would have earned by making today's top 8.
As always.
But, I mean, that's where things get really interesting. We're on week 6 right now, 2 more weeks afterwards. I mean, basically, it's basically Foxy, Madzin, Storm, not Storm, Sacron, and
Irish
Mantis,
Mantis,
right?
arguably, as
These
well.
are the 4 kind of comfortable players when it comes to points. The rest of it is like, there's like 6 or 7 guys down there that all have like, what, 20, 25 points, 30 points in between them? So, like, it's dangerous for those guys. They have to be placing well every week, and, you know, one of these people being Mr. Aquari, who we are just about to see in action. Now, Foxy's pretty much a lock. 400 points, you can safely say he's confirmed for finals. But Aquari, 110, he is just outside that mark. And 1 semi-finals placing today will put him good in the running to potentially be one of those players. Now, these guys have fought before. We've said this week after week. A very sort of typical ESL match. I mean, Aquari's been consistent throughout Season 1. He was a very consistent top 8 placer in Season 1. Didn't see him a whole lot in Season 2, but in Season 3 has kind of really come back from the brink with a very dangerous demo Sonya.
But he has had his ups and downs, and that's for sure, considering he has taken out Foxy before, but he's also lost to Foxy numerous times in Season 3 alone. So this could go either way. It's a safer bet that Foxy's going to take it, but we'll have to wait and see. Aquari, I assume he has gone... I don't see demo. No, he's gone cover ops.
Oh, he's gone back to the old faithful. An interesting decision, but Foxy's going to go in, snap up that first hit bonus as well, denying Sonya of that kind of, you know, things like meter burn parry and meter burn dive kick, those defensive options.
But do you think that's why he's gone cover ops? Because Aquari's already opted twice to go to the parry in a situation where he knows back 1-2's coming. Do you reckon that's the main reason he's gone for this?
I mean, the parry could definitely be a potential answer for the back 1-2, but it's very risky. If you're going to whiff a parry right in front of Melina,
it's going to get punished.
Combo.
It's going to get punished with the string you're trying to parry, right?
Oh, patience from Foxy. And let's not forget, cover ops is a little bit dangerous. Nice whiff punish. Foxy catching that normal right there. But here's a dangerous element is going to be Melina's bull roll being a very, very, very strong meter burn reversal. If Foxy senses a gap in that military stance stuff, I mean, that's going to be a free cancel all day. Oh, very interesting going in for the back 3.
Foxy does opt to get the down 4. Going to stagger it into throw again. This is definitely token Foxy pressure with Melina right now. Oh, gets it! Gets a nice combo. No stamina.
That sucks. He's going to go in for a full combo and has to break. I think that's just positioning. He doesn't want to have to face that neutral again.
Oh, another full confirm. Ouch. There's going to be a nice 35 again. Ouch. I mean, just at that 35, 2 of those, you're almost half, or over half dead. Gets the low, but no, doesn't get the full confirm. That is really, really unfortunate for Aquari going into 1-0.
The very end of that low, which normally launches, or at least gives you extra damage, but I mean, that must have been a max range thing. It caught, but didn't quite connect fully.
I don't know. I mean, regardless, unfortunate for Aquari, absolutely. I mean, Foxy Grandpa goes up a very quick 1-0 right now. Aquari can definitely... I mean, he was showing signs of life. He wasn't having a terrible match. It was kind of just... I feel like his spacing wasn't quite as on point as Foxy's there, and that's really what cost him.
I think we're going to see a demo pick here. No, he is going to stick with Kombat. Now, the problem is, demo also gives... Sonya a assist to her neutral game, you know? And by neutral, obviously, we mean that situation where it's kind of even, that kind of jump distance, sweep distance range, where you're paying attention to getting that hit. And some characters have a lot of tools in the neutral, like a good projectile or a good safe, you know, pokeable string or something. Demo gives her that range, that increased range to kind of check projectile trades and stuff like that. Kombat doesn't have the same luxury.
Now, that right there is when you know you've got your opponent conditioned with your projectile game. Is when you just get a straight up run into a grab.
We still remain to this day. We kind of call that a pig of the hut grab, where
he coined it with Kenshi, man. He coined it with Kenshi.
Establishing a strong keep away or just distance game and then running in for a grab because like there, you know the opponent is blocking because he's waiting for a back 1-2. He's waiting for a side toss, so you just run in and grab him. Like, it's dangerous play.
And that was it. As soon as you get the whiff punish with the tele kick. I mean, this really is why Melina is such a powerful character. She just, if you've got the patience, and especially if you've got the life lead, you are kind of free to have an option for almost every situation.
That was a cute reset.
Yeah, exactly. But he does manage to get the breaker out of him. Foxy does have to use it. If Aquari can get a nice touch, he's going to give himself a more convincing life lead. Because right now, he's kind of got a lead, but not really enough to sit on. And just like that, Foxy's chipping him away. But there's a straight up, wow, bull roll in the neutral. Very uncharacteristic of Foxy.
That was a little bit risky. But again, you know, Foxy having the meter, you'll generally tend to see Foxy make a riskier play.
Jump back dive kick. This is the Aquari, but no, he drops it.
What? Speaking of risky, a raw roll. Again, getting tagged. Aquari, I mean. Oh.
The thing about that was Foxy did it without a breaker as well. That was just a straight up hard read. He knew it was going to work.
Oh, and he whip punishes it. Aquari has to break. Oh no, Foxy drops the NJP. Well, a bit of a scramble right now. That could be the round. That's definitely going to be the round if Aquari doesn't drop it.
Oh, he uses one bar. Oh, nice. That was nice. As soon as Aquari's toy was getting up, just get that mid in, guarantee the chip. Nice round.
That was definitely a scramble, though. Foxy normally comes off a lot better in those scrambles, but Aquari is going to snatch that round away.
Well, I mean, let's not forget something about Mr. Aquari was his use of Sonya's X-Ray. Almost like Harry Nightmare in that regard, that he was just... His reads with the parry are so on point, but only with the X-Ray version. And he had the bar for it, and he chose to save it.
Oh, Foxy did try and hit confirm back 1-2, but unfortunately catching Aquari airborne, so the roll is going to whiff. Oh, wow, no. I think part of that was Foxy actually seeing that string whiff. I mean, that was a very obvious whiff right there.
Yeah, but Aquari hasn't got a breaker. Don't think he's going to build one before the end of the round. Has to be really careful. Gets a straight up low. Doesn't confirm it into a full combo. No, but will fortunately get another drop.
No. So many drops. But he's going to get 50-50 into 50-50 into 50-50. Foxy guessing wrong 3 times in a row. Oh, and there we go. Right now. Okay, so Aquari is going to take a round off Foxy right there. Now, that was combo drop into combo drop, but very fortunately for him...
That wasn't combo drop into combo drop. That was combo drop into combo drop into combo drop into 50-50.
But it does seem like, I think, had he not guessed wrong in those situations, I don't think Aquari would have taken it. But that really is going to be the nature of those coin toss-like characters.
But that is a really good mental note to go into the game 3, though, for Aquari, because... He didn't play amazingly well in that round. He had the good reads. Obviously, his reads in the 50-50s were on point. I don't think Foxy blocked any of them in that round. But at the same time, even though he dropped so many combos and so many confirms, he still walked away with a win. So if he tidies it up, he can still do it. He just has to, I don't know, clean it up. Because if he's going to get in those clutch situations again, you can't always rely on someone like Foxy to keep making mistakes.
That's some useful data right there. But Foxy to know, oh, and that's going to be a dive kick whiff into a full combo punish from Foxy. Now, I assume Foxy's going to probably try and slow this down a little bit and basically not put him in that situation where he would guess wrong. Right as I can say it, though. Oh, good block on it. No reversal attempt. I'm not sure if that was the armorable gap.
But also another drop from Aquari didn't confirm, and that really is going to hurt him. And another drop. Aquari.
And that's a full combo punish right there. Yep, there's the counter poke. I think Foxy's going to remember in the previous games he went for that string, Aquari pressing a button every single time. Ever so slightly too far out of range. The combo is going to drop. Not going to matter too much because Foxy did get the bulk of the damage before that even happened.
Ooh. Oh, gets the bar out, but again, no capitalizing.
Oh, and that was a full combo. Aquari chucking that round away. I mean, it was a guaranteed punish, but he opted to stagger the punish into a 50-50 that was blocked and then punished. That was an interesting decision, but unfortunately it isn't going to work out for him.
On the 50-50.
Nice corner reach position.
I mean, right now, this is kind of, you live by the sword and you die by the sword. That's kind of what Aquari's going for right now. I mean, this cover ops, very stressful pick, and, you know, he's getting really good reads. It's just the drops.
Oh,
there's just too many of them.
He definitely got tagged there, 'cause I think Aquari was expecting a stagger and then got hit by the rest of the string.
No anti-cross up from Foxy. I think he's just willing to just hold it.
Oh, nice down one. Oh, that's going to be a full combo punish. Oh, Foxy, maybe, I think he was ready. Oh, goes in for 50-50 of his own. Full combo punish, and he whiffs it again.
And there was a nice anti-air with the bull roll.
This is looking bleak for Aquari. I mean, he might get a meter burn parry maybe, but either way, Foxy's sitting on a lot of breaker. Oh, that might even be death, because, oh no. Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh, of course, you can do that.
I mean, that was tidy. That was really tidy. I mean, Aquari, again, too many drops. Foxy's starting to guess right with these 50-50s now, so that's not going to be as consistent of an option, I suppose, for Aquari. I mean, I understand that a guessing game is a guessing game, and some, you win some and you lose some, but you have to be able to capitalize if you win some, because you'll win some and then straight up lose some if you drop it.
We say this all the time, don't we? But when you drop a combo, not only are you going to lose the damage, and that's free damage on the table that you've left there, but it's positioning. You know, it's corner carry. It's.
But we literally
down.
We say this every week because it will never, ever, ever, ever in a fighting game stop being important. If you drop your combo, you have made your job harder for no reason at all. And if you drop loads of combos, you're consistently making your job harder for no reason.
Now, I think the cover ops pick, I think Aquari is kind of wise to the fact that he's catching so many 50-50s. But I mean, it seems to be that sort of typical neutral. I mean, I would have liked to have seen a demolition pick right here. Oh, cheeky down three. Not confirming the overhead though. I'm not sure if that was a stagger attempt or just him not committing to the string.
Well, think of it this way though, like he's not getting the 50-50s off the cover op stance and he's not getting any parries, so why pick it?
Yeah, I agree.
If your 50-50s are coming off your universal 50-50 starters, then why go with cover ops?
His 50-50s are definitely not coming from the military stance, so I think the cover ops pick is not really working too well.
And he drops the chance for meatless damage unless he's opting not to finish it on purpose.
Oh, hello. He's starting to get these 50-50s though. Foxy breaking. Oh no, Foxy just waiting for something to roll there on reaction. Match point to Foxy Grandpa.
I mean, it's not every day you trip guard a dive kick with a roll.
Oh, does get 50-50, that's going to be a full combo. And I like Aquari there acknowledging that he doesn't have the stamina, so the repositioning is going to come from the scissor kick instead.
And that was nice. That was really good space from Aquari. He gets Foxy in the corner, chunky damage. Oh, wow, no. Meatless bull roll. Just get out there, commits to it on block. Wow, Foxy Grandpa.
You get so mad seeing that connect. You get so mad.
But I should think no one is madder about that right now than Aquari, but that is going to be a comfortable round. Foxy ups to break himself in it.
Oh, that's not going to full combo in the corner. Oh no, hit by the telekick. Oh, and he commits into the 50-50. I mean, that was a good block from Aquari. I mean, Foxy had no bar. There was no way that could turn into a 50-50. Like, it could only go low.
Missed the punish on the bull roll.
He did indeed.
And I don't know. I think with Foxy Grandpa being match point, Aquari taking rounds, not playing terribly by any means, but just needs to tighten his game up right now. He has a much more higher need for these placement points than Foxy does right now. Gets another 50-50, but again drops. No, and again.
I think he's just playing incredibly anxious. Oh, nice trade though on the reversal, but does drop the combo once again. Oh, and that's going to be a whiff punish from the wake-up bull roll. Foxy going straight in, and here comes the dangerous restand. This is looking bleak. If he gets tagged, nice back one, kind of challenging the Aquari pressing the button there.
Oh, doesn't go for the dive kick. You know, Foxy was waiting for it. Gets a nice throw. Aquari looking really low on life. There's the stagger again. Going to be only just alive, but this is chip territory. Oh, gets out of the corner. Really smart stuff. And no, that is going to be it. Goes to the brutality finish. Yes, he does. Foxy Grandpa going to be your first semi-finalist again. Once again, Aquari fought well. He did have a good couple of games, but again, and I'm sure this won't be the last time we refer to it, but just the drops were too important.
He got a lot of crucial hits there. I mean, the hits didn't really come from opening him up outside of 50-50s. But if you're playing Sonya, I mean, that's just part of the character, right? Where he's playing for it and he's using the character to its strengths by just enforcing the constant coin toss game. But he actually, in a lot of situations, especially by the end of the set, where he would actually successfully land that 50-50, but then would not commit. He'd do it by itself, go into military stance. I mean, you can definitely tell that was a flustered level of play, where you get one hit into military stance, which means that you're pressing the buttons too quickly, or you're playing anxiously. That's what it looks like when that kind of thing happens. If it had just slowed it down and played a little bit more calm, and he actually went in to kind of enforce the military stance into cartwheel, which is obviously one of the reasons you see a lot of Sonya players go for cover ops, is that she can get the 50-50 into the cartwheel for the meterless combo and the punish and stuff like that. I mean, it would have worked out a lot better for him should he commit to those options rather than the errors that we saw.
I mean, it cost him big, really, at the end of the day. And that really is what it boils down to. It just... He had the opportunities, he got the reads, his just execution failed him, really, when it was clutch, and he just needed to rely on it. But, he still managed to bag himself 25 points. Aquari does still have 2 weeks, once again, to make his way into the top 8, where he could hopefully have another shot at some more points for the season finals. But Foxy's going to be moving on, secures himself at least 50 points for today. And that does bring us on to Game 2, which is, I believe, Stossen versus Jinamunene.
So, Stossen versus Jinamunene, God, I'm...
You're getting
is it going to turn out that I've been butchering that name the entire time?
We're reading it as it is spelt to us.
In the way I speak.
You can't ask any fairer than that.
So it's going to be Jinamunene and Stossen fighting against each other. So it's no doubt going to be Jackie Briggs versus Scorpion. The question is, which variation is Stossen going to go for? Because as a base, he likes to go for full auto. But I mean, versus Scorpion, Scorpion's a very, very mobile character. Teleports are just a very universal, good way to deal with projectiles on a read, sometimes on reaction.
You know what this reminds me of?
I think I even know where you're going with this before you've even said it. Online ranked?
Now, think back to week 1. Some people didn't quite have the knowledge on how to deal with full auto Jackie Briggs. We had quite an infamous period of time where this was kind of like public enemy number 1, almost the Deathstroke from Injustice in MKX.
She was absolutely the Deathstroke of Mortal Kombat X.
But I don't mean that in terms of characters, because they're completely different. It was just more...
the stigma.
It was just more the stigma behind it. And what was considered to be the casual counter to Jackie Briggs?
Scorpion's teleport.
Scorpion's got a teleport, man.
I mean, I still get that. I'll be playing online, and basically I'll be using a projectile-based character, and the opponent will see me pick the character, and will then deselect. Oh, we have replays. How about that? So it's going to be Aquari and Foxy right here. I mean, you saw, this was the sequence, right? When Aquari had when he had the execution, he made every single hit count. He made every single hit connect. However, it's just... It's too many drops. Too many drops. I mean, these replays show what happens when you don't drop. You have all the momentum, getting the 50-50s, going in, and I mean, that was a good game for him. He was just not able to kind of follow up. But anyway, like we were saying, I still get that. I still use projectile-based characters, and someone will deselect their character and then switch to Scorpion because it's the go-to, it's the kind of go-to option, right?
At least it was considered, but the game's a year old. The players have understood that now. And let's look at these characters now. Competitively, professionally, now. In 2016, Season 3, you have full auto Jackie Briggs, a very powerful character, but not for the machine guns. That is the easiest bit of the character to get around, and everyone knows that now. Everyone completely understands why that's a thing now going into Season 3. Jinamunene, Hellfire Scorpion, really powerful, but plays more on reads than reactions. Now, you need to react to full auto to make that matchup. I'm not even going to say bad for her, but to shut down that full screen game, because the machine guns aren't bad, but that's not what you pick her for. That's not that's not what makes full auto good. It's just an element you have to respect.
What makes full auto dangerous, especially she gets good damage across all 3 variations. I mean, especially high tech, but that's a bit more situational damage. But what makes full auto so dangerous is the fact that the machine guns kind of give her the increased range. So it's very fast, good whiff punishability, can armor break certain things in certain situations. But the mainly thing you go for there is the ability to go. It's the low shot. I mean, the low shot she gets, which juggles opponents and works off her 50-50s, the back 3 and the back 2, gives her good meatless damage. It can armor break. You can meter burn it to charge it. We don't really see it, but you can meter burn the low shot to set up for kind of like hard to blockable situations or armor breaking setups and stuff like that. But I mean, as a base, full auto in general will hit you very hard, basically everywhere on the screen, and it's just the machine gun's just kind of an increased range thing. Full auto is all about damage at all times.
Scorpion's going to be doing that too, especially in Hellfire, when he has access to his flame cancels, when he has access to just more damage across the board. And the teleport is going to shut down the machine guns, but as we've said before, that's not why you pick full auto. So I think we might see Stossen try out full auto at first, but I don't think we'll see him stick to it if he has a particularly rough first couple of games. I think we might, because obviously he went to shotgun was it last week for the Challenge Cup, or was it the week before?
It was against
Dangus. No,
it was full auto versus Dangus, and then it was shotgun pick versus Doc. Doc was picking Ronin Takeda, and it was in Grandfinals. Stossen, I think, lost one match as full auto, and then made the switch to shotgun, and then actually won the next match. So characters that go for kind of like mobility tools to get around the projectiles, I think switching to shotgun is generally a thing that Jackie players like to do, because if the machine gun isn't working and they're really sort of going in, it's going to be quite tricky, because the shotgun is basically when you want to go toe to toe, and it's all about vortex. She has got a true vortex in shotgun. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, definitely. So while we wait for our next match to get set up, we are going to have a quick run to social and see if Twitter has anything to say about tonight's matches so far.
God, yes. So Yeah, I mean, Twitter's been a little bit quiet at the moment, but I have been informed that it is actually Irish Mantis's birthday today. So happy birthday to you, my friend. Sorry you couldn't get into top 8 to make this day even better. But he actually says himself that he's rooting for the underdog, Foxy. So I think he might be undisappointed with that tonight. He might get his birthday wish. And Mitsuone says, it's so satisfying to see Sonia getting mopped like that. You know something is wrong when you're rooting for Melina, especially if you're rooting for Foxy.
I think the only reason Mitsuones is saying that is because he lost to Sonya.
I
Personally. It's my personal opinion.
It's a fair assumption, right? Because it wouldn't be the first time we've seen that happen. Not with Mitsuones particularly, but, you know.
Of course.
They're trying to avoid the blow-ups, so I want to stay professional, but also honest with the lovely people at home.
Now, when we watch Jinmenene play Scorpion, it seems to be the typical story, right? Where Jinmenene, he's even listed in the description as being like a Scorpion tech monster. Now, basically, what that means is this guy has so many character-specific setups, ways to rush down, be aggressive, and setups for days. I mean, like when he touches people, and he plays Hellfire too. So it's all about the run cancels, restands, the whole business really of Scorpion. It's the kind of neutral that we see him kind of fall short at, where he'll have an amazing run. He'll do like 75% damage in one sequence, but then needlessly afterwards will get a little bit too antsy and then just throw a teleport out on block. And then kind of undo all the work that he's been doing. However, getting into top 8, he did have to take out Irish Mantis to do that. But as far as I'm aware, I believe that we're having a little bit of difficulty getting Jinmenene into our lobby. So we're going to be moving on into our third game, which I believe is going to be a good one.
Yuppie and Sakron.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I believe so. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's definitely a match we have to look forward to today. Yuppie versus Sakron. Again, we've got Sakron, who's basically a lock for Season 3 finals with the amount of points he's managed to earn in the 6 weeks he's been playing in the Pro League. And Yuppie has significantly less, but he's looking good if he can get a good placement in these final weeks. Almost a bit like Irish Mantis was a couple of weeks back, where he didn't have a lot, but he made top 8 and he made it count, and then he made top 8 again and he won. So he's really having a good showing, but Yuppie needs a bit more results, I think. He needs to not only make top 8, but get the higher placements, because like we've said week after week after week after week, getting 25 just simply isn't going to be enough to get you into the finals at this point.
Especially in week 6, but the thing is about Yuppie as well, which has made it quite a good week for him, even getting into the top 8, is to get into top 8, Yuppie had to defeat Boki. Now, Boki is direct competition for Yuppie. I mean, they have similar kind of points to one another. I think Yuppie, I believe, was slightly under point-wise, but I mean...
ever so slightly.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that Yuppie has taken out Boki to get into top 8, denying Boki points and gaining points of his own, and if he can manage to make semi-finals, this is just going to further be a good week. But I mean, week 6, this is the point where not only do you need to place well, but you need to make sure that your direct competition is not placing well. We saw it at the end of Season 1, the end of Season 2, and I mean, it's going to repeat everywhere. In North America, it's going to be just as strong. I mean, there are so many good players out there consistently making top 8s, where the comfortable high percent is they're kind of a lock by now. Foxy, Madden, Sakron, those guys are sorted out. But it's like, it is that big chunk of the other people that are yet to be confirmed, where every single week they've got to be really careful about how they place.
Well, let's just look at a couple of the 9th places this week we had. We had Vladi get 9th again. He's consistently falling just ever so slightly short of the bigger chunk of points, which is 8th place. Irish Mantis got 9th because Jinmenene beat him for top 8. These players that need points and have had really good showings are getting knocked out by their direct competition. And that's why, because at this point in Season 1, we basically know exactly who our participants were going to be in the season finals for EU. This time in Season 2, we had, I think by this time last season, it was Zarakamaka, Madzin, Foxy, and Storm, who were basically guaranteed by now. Season 3, harder to predict. I mean, it's the same thing for NA, and NA is even harder, really, because let's not forget, we do the Pro League on PS4 now, and that's probably the biggest change we've made to the Pro League in general, unless you count CIS's inclusion to EU. We're looking at incredible numbers now, especially compared to what we used to get. And
for sure.
We didn't get bad numbers, they're just amazing now. And we've got a lot of basically the best players in their respective regions playing every week. It's a major every single Sunday where you play through the top 8 and you've got a couple of days to find out who you're playing in top 8 and how to get ready for them. And that's why NA, we've seen Sonic Fox for 3 weeks now has not won a top 8 in NA, and that's unheard of. This is Sonic Fox Season 1 champion, Season 2 champion, Evo champion. Lord knows how many majors since the game came out champion. Fatal 8 champion, if you're going to go back that far. Hasn't won 3 of the weeks of the 6 in NA.
Technically, this has actually been the roughest season for Sonic Fox. I mean,
without a doubt.
It was
without a doubt.
It was win after win after win after win for season 1 and 2. But even in season 3, the past 3 weeks, I mean, Sonic Fox unfortunately didn't make it into top 8 at the cost of Slayer. Slayer took him out 3 weeks ago, and then last week Slayer defeated him again in the top 8, and then this week, huge shouts to Big D, from Florida, who took out Sonic Fox getting into this week.
Who was a season 1 finalist.
Yeah. And I believe, hopefully, we'll see him again. I hope we can see him again.
That would be great. I mean, he's going to the season 3 finals, so I mean,
I
know Big D's been doing some editing, some general editorial and written pieces for the Pro League, so he's doing good work there, which is great. But again, we've got like amazing players worldwide now, and it's no different in the EU, and that's why we have so many. I'm not going to say diverse top 8s now, because I know for the last couple of weeks it has been quite consistent as to who we're getting, but it's because they all know what's on the line. They're playing for $200,000 week after week after week, and here we go. We've got Jupe, the Kano specialist from Finland, who we were actually in Finland a couple of weeks ago.
Now you can see almost immediately that Jupe needs this win a ton more than Sakron does. Now it's going to be, I mean, Sakron...
He's got twice his points.
We've seen Jupe struggle against Katana, and although I guess Sakron, even if his favorite character is Katana, he is absolutely competitively known for that Kung Jin, like really, really strong Shaolin, but also Bojutsu, a variation that we just don't see anymore. And he's got a fantastic Bojutsu.
But that's what makes his Kung Jin so entertaining to watch.
But he's not going to pick either one. He's going to go into Aaron Black.
Yeah, Gunslinger. I mean, this is a straight up really cool costume. Happy to see him use it. But I mean, quickly on the subject of his Kung Jin, what I like about his Bojutsu is he knows the universal 50-50 starters he's got, and if they are what he's getting his damage from and not the Chakram, he will then go to Bojutsu where he gets the meatless launcher, which is really useful. But it looks like Jupe is trying to, I don't know, but maybe just give himself a bit more time, just get himself ready. Cutthroat Kano, not a huge surprise. Definitely, I'm not going to say flavor of the month, because people have known about Cutthroat for a while, and there has always been people that play him. But the Cutthroat mains from before that have stuck with him are really shining, especially with the adjustments that Kano received.
Kano's always been strong, especially in Cutthroat, but he has been buffed recently, where just little things here and there that have just pushed him into being a very, 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 very good character. Now, this matchup, I'm not really sure how to call, because it's just a matchup you just don't see very often, but Sakron, he's not afraid to change if he needs to, but has a very... nice.
That
almost
read!
Immediately! What a read on that jump in.
Sakron, the monster, starts things off really strong, but Jupe not letting it get to him. Gets a nice 50-50, doesn't finish the string, gets the block this time though, keeps himself safe, and there's the armored up pull. That's something that Jupe does a lot. He conditions you early with armored up pull to try and respect options after the safe knife, so he makes you want to block. So he gets a 50-50, but only after you've been conditioned with the safe up pull.
That was really brave though from Sakron, where he actually called that bluff right there. He went, "You've just cancelled it. You've just counterpoked, and I don't think you're going to do it again 2 times in a row." Instantly called it. Nice
Jupe, he went for the whiff punish but didn't quite get it, and unfortunately is going to eat straight up. That's just chip damage, just like that. Lets himself get hit.
I like the hit confirm into the restand right there, because obviously the knockdown might not have done it. However, the restand would have guaranteed some chip and meter.
Nice down 4.
Oh no. Oh, the whiff because of the hitbox. That's like Melina's ball roll 2.0. Sakron is not afraid, especially when he doesn't see the bar. There's no reason you shouldn't challenge it if Kano has no meter to counterpoke.
Gets the 50-50, spends a bar. How much damage is he going to get? Doesn't go for maximum here, just tries to get the positioning. 30%, but there's the up ball again. Sakura needs to try and start scouting that out. Gets a nice confirm.
Well, one of the dangerous things right here is, oh, there we go, good reversal. That's the reversal that's going to hurt. But although Yuppie's been getting loads of counterpokes and loads of armor, it's always come from up ball. Nice whiff just to build the bar.
Sakura does get a good block of the 50-50, goes into the standoff stance. Oh, gets a 50-50, doesn't spend the bar, but is going to take round 2 very convincingly, keeping himself with 3 bars of meter.
That was a good game. That was a really strong game. Because, I mean, it was just Sakura not being afraid. I mean, if the Kano player is going to constantly try and condition you, you kind of, I mean, instead of just simply being conditioned to block, you can always challenge things in different ways to just constantly make it so, even though you think you're pressuring me and conditioning me into pressing buttons or whatever, if I keep doing different options to get out of this, you're still going to have to make a hard read on what my next play is going to be, even if you're the one enforcing this option.
Now, this is something that I've been curious as to whether we'll see it at any point, because this is, and I could be wrong here, I believe this is Yuppie's 3rd top 8 showing, and he's only played Cutthroat in every single match. And I know this guy is a Kano specialist. He's been playing Kano since day 1. Through thick and thin, he's stuck with this character, but he's only playing Cutthroat now. Even in matchups that I would assume maybe Cybernetic would help him out in, like against Katana, Here, I don't think Cutthroat's the problem. I think he played that well. It's just, you know, obviously he just got outplayed, I suppose. But it was a good game. It was a really good close 2 rounds, so UP's still in it. Opts to break early before seeing if Sackron's going to go into the launcher, but just keeps himself in with as much bar as possible, but isn't going to respect the plus frames after the coin toss.
But that's actually going to save him because Sackron did go in for the standing 1 into tick grab, and because Yuppei got hit, it was in a good situation. Now that's the extra element to that. Instead of counter poking with the meter burn, he's going to try and backdash and whiff punish. Not going to work there though, getting chased down by that 2-1-1-2-2.
Now I'm not sure if I like Yuppei cancelling every normal into the knife slash, because I understand he's trying to condition you so he can obviously get 50-50 off it on block if he conditions you enough. But some of Kano's strings are really good on block by themselves and will open up a down 4 and hit, which gives you a lot of potential, and other normals that can chase down options.
I feel like when Cutthroat players cancel absolutely everything and anything into the meter burn, into the regular knife, I feel like you're throwing away some potential really nice frames.
Yeah, definitely. And Sackron making the most of it. Gets, oh no, tries to go for a full punish, but misses it again. Meterless up ball wake up. Yuppei with the disrespect.
Oh, nice wake up meter burn grab though. And he's going to have nice plus frames right there.
Is he going to spend the bar? No, he's going to keep it.
Oh, that missed. That I want to know what the hitbox was there that made that miss, because that was so close.
Now that was just a straight up really tough situation for Yuppei to be in, because you got Caltrops in front of you, you're really low on health, he's in standoff stance, you know he's looking for the upshot, but you need to jump, and if you don't jump, he's gonna get you on the Caltrops, or he could always do a straight shot when you're gonna chip on the Caltrops. Like, I don't know. Sackron just played his options perfectly.
Can we talk about how awesome that costume is?
Yes.
Look, that easily was pushed into being his best costume by far.
Especially in Gunslinger where he gets the sweet hat.
Oh, he's got a sweet hat.
He does.
I mean, you can't play that variation and not pick that costume. I mean, that costume is designed for Gunslinger, surely.
I would assume so. But are we going to see him? Yeah, I would expect we're going to see him just straight up still with Cutthroat.
Sackron heard us talk about costume and he switched. I don't like that.
Oh, he just prefers this one. Nothing wrong with this one either.
Now, I think the problem is Youp's just... I don't feel like what he's trying to enforce is actually working on Sackron at all. I feel like he needs to kind of just switch it up a little bit. Because
the main thing that's killing Yuppei is he's not respecting situations. He just has to hold. It's like a standing 1.
He's pressing too many buttons. And there we go. Nice air to air there. Sackron catching the jumping punch. Getting the knockdown again. Good use. And here comes the key point. Now, he can afford to play this game. He can afford to do this.
Now,
he has so much
I don't know why Yuppei's just trying to not block these gunshots. I mean, take the chip. There's no reason taking 10% damage off of every opportunity. Just respect it and block it.
That was a good block on the low, though. Now that's when you know there's respect. Hit confirming, that's going to be a full combo. That might even be death. That is absolutely going to be death, I think.
If he might be able to spend the bar, is that going to do enough?
Well, it's going to chip.
No.
Yeah, he's got the guaranteed down 1 right there. That's going to be match point Sackron. Very, very clean game.
Match point already. Sackron having a really, really strong showing. Yuppei back to the ropes once again.
Catches the overhead. Condition him to block that one. Problem is, though, Sackron sitting on a lot of meter. Oh!
Spencer bar. Sackron has so much of it to blow, though. Gets another sweet B&B. Look at big damage. 37% into Caltrops.
I like the bait right there. Every single time Sackron's gone for those corner Caltrops, Yuppei has always pressed a button. He's not going to hit confirm into anything. Doesn't want to go into slide because it will involve putting Yuppei out the corner. Speaking of that, though, Yuppei putting Sackron in the corner. 2 bars, though. Oh, no! That's looking bad.
Just takes the block. And no, Yuppei once again gets caught for just not respecting the just the straight up mid strings. I'm not sure if he was worried about a tick grab. There's
only one reason he got caught by that, because I mean a grab would have killed. He had bar to make it kill. The only reason he got tagged by that upshot, and the only reason Sackron did that upshot, was because he read a jump out on prediction of that grab. So I think that was... They both knew that was an option. Yuppei just kind of went for that option, and Sackron knew that he was going to go for the option. So it's a very clean 3-0.
A very, very quick 3-0 as well. I mean, again, but this is why these players are confirmed for the finals already, right? Because this is what they've been doing the whole season. Unless they fight each other. Sometimes we get close sets, sometimes they do that to each other. Obviously, we've seen Foxy and Sackron didn't go too well. Madsen and Sackron in their hand was down to the wire and really close. Madsen keeps bringing it back against Foxy in finals as well, which is really hyped to see. Maybe we'll see it again today if Madsen can get past Storm and now Sackron. But that really leaves us back to the 2 matches we've got left in our quarterfinals, which is going to be Stossen and Jinuminene, if they can connect to each other, fingers crossed, and Storm and Madsen. which is a Season 2 match through and through, like you said before.
I believe we are going to have Storm and Madden as our next match. So this is going to be a really interesting fight in general, I think, because it's going to be, it's like you said, very reminiscent of Season 2. So
it's hard for us to call, because we love these guys.
Yeah.
We've known them both for so long. You know, we went through all of Season 2 with them as well. But it's just... Madden has had a stronger Season 3 than Storm has. There's no getting around that fact. Storm has not played as well as we normally see him do in Season 3. But this could always be the week to turn that around.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could be. But it's just another one of those typical situations where it's a really interesting tale, because although Storm has been one of the most consistent players in this international side of the league, EU and CIS, like, he's made so many top 8s. He's made a lot more top 8s than a lot of people that are in this top 8 all the time, right? Storm's one of the most consistent.
I would go as far as to say that he's made 5 of the 6. I think there's only been 1 week he hasn't done.
Almost. He almost has. It's just... He doesn't even make it past top 8 in any of those situations. And that seems to be the interesting tale, where the consistency alone should be putting him in a situation where he's comfortably in the running. You know, there's a high chance he's going to go because he's just made too many top 8s. But because he's never made it past top 8 in Season 3, I mean, he's in jeopardy of being completely overtaken.
Speaking of which, we did actually just receive word that, as far as I'm aware, Jinimunene did just defeat Stossen 3-0.
Interesting.
Now, that has put Stossen in a really hard space for the last couple of weeks.
And it's not just the fact that he lost and he's losing the points. Jinimunene and Stossen had, I believe it was 90 points for Jinimunene and 95 for Stossen. Something along those lines. Like, that's the smallest possible amount of points separated those two. And the fact that Jinimunene took it means that he's going to now take over Stossen. So he's going to get minimum 50 points this week by getting semi-final placing. But he is going to have to take on Foxy Grandpa in the semi-finals. These guys have fought before. There's been real moments of greatness. I mean, we'll talk about this when the semi-finals begin. But
yes,
there's been moments of greatness there. So, I mean, if he makes the adjustment, who knows? I mean, he's in semi-finals right now, so he could have already been making adjustments to his playstyle.
Well, that does mean we've only got 1 set left to go then in the quarterfinals, and that is going to be Storm and Madsen. Now, Storm hasn't been playing his best in Season 3. I think that's a fair statement to say from what we've seen for the 6 weeks. But he's still a very consistent and very talented player from EU, because he's always in the top 8. He's always doing well. It's just when he gets here is when he struggles. And Madsen could not be more different now.
For sure. So it's going to be... I mean, let's look at these points. Madsen sitting on 275. You can safely say he's going to the finals. And then you have Storm, 130. Now, it's the sheer consistency alone that has put him in the 130-point mark. But, I mean, he just can't keep making these top 8 alone placings. I mean, you're going to have to play higher and higher. We said this immediately. There are so many players playing for these points, and the margin between, I mean, like 4th, maybe 5th place and down, there's a lot of players there with similar points. We've said this time and time and time again, but week 6, these guys have to be really careful. So game number 1, Storm's going to go in. First hit in this matchup, crucial.
Oh, it's a blockable. Madsen just sits there and is going to eat it. Storm's going to blow both bars straight away for a chunky damage, but drops the ender. That's not so bad, and that, on the other hand, is a big mistake.
That's going to be corner pressure. I mean, it was looking so good, but unfortunately has no stamina to cancel the teleport, which is going to put him straight in the corner, and this is going to be Grandmaster 101.
And all this because of a blocked teleport. Manages to get it down into some staggered strings. That is going to get him out of the corner at least. Holding some good bar as well. Gonna blow a bar.
Tries to go in for the cancel again. Can't cancel. Nice anti cross up down 1. Has to be very careful. Nice hit confirming to the hard knockdown here.
Oh wow, Madsen just gets a straight up wake up jump kick.
That was an interesting challenge. Oh no, that's a bad whiff. Madsen's going to go for the cross up. This could still be Madsen's game. Yep. Oh no, he drops
Madsen drops it as well though. Oh, Ghost going for the trip guard, but Madsen does manage to block in time. Chip damage territory.
Oh wow! What? I mean, what was he even trying to do there? What was that?
Teleport. He was just trying to teleport for the chip, and Madsen knew it. Madsen reversed the input for his slide. He knew he was doing the teleport. That's why it worked.
He literally, in the blink of an eye, reversed his slide input. What even was that?
Absolute German madman. Leaves him restanding. 22%. Goes to the Meteor Burn Ice Cone setup. Oh, gets a nice hit on the overhead.
Oh,
drops
Fox. As I said, Madsen slightly drops it. I mean, that was definitely a refreeze attempt. Oh, nice conversion. Oh no, catches it again. There's a lot of drops here from Madsen.
I mean, there's been a lot of drops from everyone in top 8 today. I mean, I'm not quite sure why. Is this just the week of EU's execution just not being there, I suppose?
Oh, commits into the low. That definitely could have been an anti-air into clone. Isn't going to quite catch it, and that's going to be meter burn slide just to commit. Madsen's going to take game number 1.
Now, that's one thing that not every player does, but I love to see it, is when it's just a straight up string that cancels into a special. That normally doesn't give you a combo. Like 1, 2, 3 into slide, that's normally kind of it. But Madsen knew that extra chunk of the meter burn slide instead, the extra damage by itself would be enough. Meter burn slide from Sub-Zero isn't a move you see used too much. I know we see Grandmasters do it when they're trying to do some cheeky little sliding into clone setups, or obviously Unbreakable gets the launching slide if he's got his aura turned on. But knowing that usually considered quite meager added ability of your enhanced move being just a little bit of extra damage, knowing that's enough and just burning his last bar because he recognized it.
All about crunching that data. If you know that a move is going to do just the extra damage that you need to win a round, you're going to do it. And that's not the kind of stuff that any player can do. Just being able to calculate damage and not being too autopilot. Always thinking of ways to expand damage if necessary.
Well, it's just knowing your character, really. And Madsen's been playing Sub-Zero since day 1. Chases down the backdash.
Oh, that's going to be a full confirm into the corner. Now, it's kind of dangerous. I mean, you can technically try and keep him in the corner here, but one thing that doesn't go right.
Oh, goes the throw. There was no way that was going to get blocked.
Jumps himself into the corner against Grandmaster. Really don't agree with that.
That refreeze, though. Madsen has his height permanently, perfectly spaced.
There, I mean, and he drops the string. There's a lot of crucial combo drops from both guys right now. What is going on?
Apart from this one, Storm gets a nice chunky 38% damage. That's going to be the round for him. Gets a stagger down down 3 into throw. Normally down 3 on block sets up perfectly for forward 1. So knowing Madsen was going to respect that, gets the throw, gives him more damage than the chip was going to do. Smart stuff.
Oh, nice reactions just to put him in the corner. That's what the meter burn slide is for. I love the jump kick as well to try and challenge an anti-cross up, but Madsen not going to bite. Nice hit confirm into a corner combo.
Nice damage, drops the ender again.
We are yet to see Madsen actually land that combo in the top 8 so far.
Well, we say it week after week about Grandmaster just wanting to corner you and kill you, and he's not going to do that if he keeps dropping his combos.
That's a normal that we definitely don't see Storm use every day. I wonder what that is. Nice challenge on the jump there, I think, for the ice ball.
Confirms into teleport. Oh, gets it. It's going to be a nice chunky 38%, but no, Madsen's going to break.
Oh, why did Madsen go for the jump? Now, that was a really nice reactions right there, but the thing is, there was no reason to not go for that, and that's going to be absolute death. That would have been meter burn, kunai on block, and this is the Storm that we remember, just capitalizing off every single hit. Speaking of which, I think a Brutality's coming.
Snap. That was a really good game. Storm playing really well. I mean, it was a mixture of Madsen dropping his corner stuff, which let Storm get out, and Storm recognizing when he had a chance to get out. And he was just like, oh, he dropped it, I'm out of here, and bam.
That sequence in the second round was interesting, because there was Madsen unnecessarily gave himself to Storm with that neutral jump. I mean, Storm was at stamina. There was no way he could cancel that teleport. That had to be a committed teleport into punish. Madsen neutral jumped anyway, and then seeing the neutral jump, that's when Storm goes in. Now, Madsen going for the Blood God change. Now, he's going to be a little bit more susceptible to that Takeda pressure, especially when it comes to the looping stuff from block strings. However, I mean, he's just going to be harder to hit. And it's the range. It's the ability to whiff punish, having more range, hitting like a truck all the time, even without damage totem.
Plus, it's Madsen's Blood God. Like
comfortable pick.
He definitely defined this character in Season 2, where we really saw it begin to shine. And that's the trip guard.
Nice trip guard there. I mean, that is one of the changes. Neutral jump punches and another combo drop. Madsen's execution, I'm going to say it, very, very bad at the moment.
Spen's about to launch him. Can he get Madsen cornered? Gets the full confirm. 41%. That's chunky damage. And you want to take as much damage as you can against Blood God when he hasn't got the reduction totem out. Because if he gets it out, bam, you've got more to get rid of. Just so Madsen's got a life lead with a damage reduction totem, so that health difference is much bigger than it might seem.
That was a nice jump kick teleport read there, using the low kunais not to set up hard to blockables, but to just get Madsen to jump.
Oh, chases down the backdash and spends his other bar to take round 1. Madsen playing really smart right now.
Madsen's going to be very, very meter intensive as a player when he plays Blood God. I mean, because you build it so much with that damage reduction totem.
Unsafe string, gonna get thrown for it. Not quite sure if he could have got more, but at least he is showing he can't punish. And a clean jump over, but no meter to launch. Goes to the damage totem though, gonna open himself up for big damage potential if he can get a good hit, but Storm gonna be blocking really well at the moment.
Oh, he's not gonna respect the plus frames. Gets the overhead. This is looking bad. If Storm gets tagged once, it's over.
He's approaching a breaker though, might be enough. I do think Storm's going to get a breaker before the round's over.
I really wonder what that wake-up throw was for. Oh, nice convert. Oh, no, he drops it again.
Gets a nice instant NJP and another drop. And this is it. You've got reduction totem, health beam right on top of him. Fights him out of the way at the corner, sure, but he's got 2 bars. Breaker available. Is he going to use it? Oh, the blocks from Madsen.
Oh, wake up, NJP is going to catch him. Madsen has to use the breaker. He's going to be confident. There's the Atnia.
Is Storm going to make this comeback? Oh, no, he isn't.
No, he is not. 2-1 Madsen. What's he doing?
Walks him from wall to wall, man. Just like that and the big boot finish.
That down 2 was a...
Nah, it was a savage down 2.
I know what you're going to do. You're going to grab, and because of it, I'm literally just going to double slap you in the bottom of the face.
Oh, I mean, it's a thing we've seen players do a lot all over the world. You might have heard us coin the phrase purposefully neutral ducking. That isn't what P&D stands for, but it's what Foxy started doing a long time ago. Basically, in situations where throws are very possible, you tech them by pressing buttons, right? By pressing buttons. So if they don't, and they go in, you know, if they stagger for a hit and you're teching, you're pressing a button, they're going to hit you, they're going to get a hit for it. Why press a button if you can just neutral crouch right in their face? Because if they're going to do a mid and you're pressing buttons, you'll get hit by it anyway, right? So just take the hit if your read on the throw is wrong and just neutral crouch. And if you see them throw, you can punish it with something more than just a throw tech. Why tech it when you can punish them for it? That's kind of the general mentality. So right there, we see Madsen neutral duck a throw and then just down 2 on reaction to it, just to get rid of it.
No one is ever going to block that. No one's blocking that. Now the thing is, Storm gets a lot of mileage out of that hard to blockable, yet he spends 2 bars on it. I really would like to see him saving the bar to lose a little bit of combo damage, but having the ability to set up for another one if he needs to, just having that meter.
Cancels the teleport, half his stamina gone, staggers it, and that's going to be a clean round 1. Storm down 2, swift finish.
A few more rounds like that and Storm's in the money. Like, he just needs to understand when to spend bar and when to not take unnecessary risks.
Has to watch out for those jumps. Storm was ready for the trip guard. Madsen keeps himself safe, but Storm building all the bar in the world, and another nice hard to blockable.
Storm's definitely, he looks like he's kind of waking up.
Oh no, he doesn't confirm.
He had no bar. He had no bar to confirm. Storm very fortunate in that situation, but he has got Madsen in the corner with no meter. Nice
Wake up down 1, what?
Well, I mean, he's going to see the string whiff.
That was a nice launch from Storm. Madsen taking a little bit of damage, but 18% doesn't normally seem like much, but when you've got as little health left as Madsen does, it's quite big deal. Ooh,
corner
no,
repositioning, big damage.
One more hit from Madsen is going to take the round.
Oh,
Gets the good block.
I respect the attempt. I do respect the attempt there, thinking that Madsen was going to press a button, but I mean, that's going to be a full punish. Match point Madsen.
But it's cost him all of his bar. Gets out of the corner with a little bit of a teleport, but question is, what else can he get from it?
Would that have comboed if it had just gone for a 1-1-2?
I'm not sure. I think it was a bit of an odd situation.
Oh no, that definitely wasn't what he wanted. Nice hit confirm, ready for it. This round is incredibly important for Storm. He has to make it count, otherwise he's going to lose another set of points.
I mean, this is one touch death right here. Staggers it. Oh, catches him trying to jump out. Not quite sure if that was it. That could have been the game if he got the back one.
Meter band pizza, here we go. Plus frames. He's going to get a reversal, but it's a slow reversal. He's going to get armor broken. This is a scramble if I've ever seen one.
Just a stagger again. Madsen just blocking. He's respecting it now.
Oh, and there we go. And that's the thing. That's not the first time we've seen that lose Storm a set. Doing a low poke in a situation where any hit will kill him. That is definitely not the first time we've seen Storm play where doing a low poke on block into an attempted button press has just killed him, because the opponent goes, he's got no life left. All I need to do is hit him once and he's down. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to wait for the low poke. He's going to do it on block and he's going to press a button. He always does it. He puts himself in that negative situation where the low poke from the enemy is guaranteed. Like, he signed his own death warrant there the second he did that low poke on block. Like, he should have gone for something else.
It's just giving the opponent the perfect opportunity to kill you. Like, they're looking for that chip. They're not even looking for a hit. They're looking at, I just need to get him blocking my mid right here, because he's not crouching it. He's in the range for it. He blocks it. Bam. He's dead. 1-2%. That's all I need. So as soon as you block that low poke, you know, okay, cool. If I don't mistime this, guaranteed death. And we see Madsen do it so often. We see Storm put himself in that situation so often that there's no way that's going to get mistimed now. definitely. So that does open up for our semi-finalists of the day. It's going to be Foxy Grandpa versus Jinimu Nene, and then we're going to see Sakron get his rematch against Madzin once again for, I believe, the third time, I think.
Yeah, this will be the third time these guys have fought in the top 8.
Cool. So we do have some replays to show you guys from that set, which is going to be really cool.
Man, there were some moments. There were some moments there where it was like the kind of Storm that we're so familiar with when it comes to just a lot of setup heavy stuff, you know, and just looping into hard to blockables, tricky to get out of situations. But I mean, it's just a huge shame. I mean, that was such a delicious play.
Because that's not an autocorrect. Madzin reversed his special move input because he knew the teleport was coming. It was so glorious.
But it was the only thing he could have gone for. Like, the obvious option was to try and chip out with the teleport. Madzin being wise to it, I mean, yeah, reversing the input for the slide. I mean, I don't think we see that very often at all.
No, not at all. I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I saw that in tournament play. And I've seen Storm and Madzin play Lord knows how many times now.
No, I believe this was the situation right here. There, that was it. Like, it was okay, it was going good, but the second he did that low poke, Madzin just waited for it. And then that's it. You know, he tags him, and that's game over. Too many negative frames on those low pokes on block.
So let's have a thought. Jinimu Nene and Foxy Grandpa, we saw this at the Challenger Cup. Foxy Grandpa won it convincingly. But as you said before, Jinimu Nene, and we've said it many times, he definitely seems to play on reads more so than reactions. And I think that is the complete opposite mindset to approach Foxy Grandpa with.
Well, if you're going to play very kind of aggressively and make some reads to try and go in and maybe teleport and stuff like that, it's a little bit tricky. You really kind of find yourself against someone like him who's going to hit you like a truck if you make a mistake. It's not a particularly future-proof playstyle. However, before we get our semi-finals on the go, we're going to throw over to Twitter and see what you guys at home have been saying.
Thank you very much, guys. Well, Bjorkland is agreeing with you there, saying that reverse input slide was so clutch. Great plays there by Madzin. And we have a quick question for you as well, but just before I get into that, just a reminder for you guys at home that if you want to keep up with anything MKX Pro League related, you can follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat on Twitter. And if you want to get involved in the conversation tonight, if you've got any questions for the condiments, please use the hashtag MKX Pro League to tweet those, and I can read them out for you. Also, we've also got our raffle this week, another pro player kit up for grabs. You can go to esl.gg/MKXComp to register there. Nin as MD, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, wants to know who's better in a matchup against Raiden, Johnny Cage stunt double or Kano cutthroat?
We will answer this question after the break, so we have a little bit of time to talk about it. But so it's stunt double Cage or cutthroat Kano against Raiden. That's the question. We'll answer it when we get back from this break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll have our first semi-final right after this 5-minute break. So see you guys in a little bit.
Peggy 18.
You ready to face off? That's just really f***ed up, man.
Leatherface, a mute cannibal whose name originates from his use of human masks made from his victims. A member of the Sawyer family, Leatherface is known to kidnap and kill passerbys whilst his family prepares meals from their flesh. Armed with his iconic chainsaw, mallet, and horrific screams, Leatherface is ready for a massacre across 3 variations. In the killer variation, Leatherface uses the Berserker stance to terrorize his foes. Use High Chain, back 1, a long-range overhead chainsaw attack, followed by Berserker stance, down back 3. You may cancel out of Berserker stance with 3 different attacks. Psycho Rush will lift your opponent into the air and can be enhanced to extend combos. Charge forward with Running Frenzy, an unblockable chainsaw swipe, or unleash a flurry of overhead attacks with no escape. Change face from a brawler to a zoner with the Pretty Lady variation. Harass your enemy with quick chainsaw attacks and projectiles, forcing mistakes out of your frustrated opponent. Use Brutal Stomp, forward 3, as a close-range low opener, and follow up with Chain Sparks, back down 4, to stagger your victim. Use Saw's Family and Pleasure in Killing to launch your enemy and continue the slaughter. Serve up some high-pressure play with the Butcher variation. Use Gore, 4-2-1 down 2, a swift overhead swing, in combination with Mallet Slam to crush your enemy. This powerful special attack can be used as an opener and to punish your enemy's whiffed attacks. Focus on ending your combo with Killing Mask. This will force your enemy to guess between blocking another onslaught of mix-ups or being thrown across the stage. Leatherface is a versatile brawler, equipped with a menacing chainsaw for long-range attacks and a hefty mallet for barbaric strikes with a personal touch. Depending on your variation of choice, focus on the spacing of your normal attacks. While Leatherface doesn't have the fastest 50-50s, he remains a constant threat at certain distances on the stage. Set the table and dine on carnage as you stake your claim as the master of horror with an X-ray brutality.
Leatherface wins.
Savor the flavor of your butchered foes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre style, with Leatherface.
Hello everybody and welcome back. You are watching week 6 of the Mortal Kombat X Pro League presented by ESL, where we have our EU/CIS semi-finals lined up. Game number 1 is going to be PXP PND of Foxy Grandpa versus Jidimanene from Cyprus using Hellfire Scorpion.
I mean, we've seen these guys play before a couple of times.
Quite a few times by now.
Like we said before, quite recently in the Challenger Cups themselves. This was our Grand Finals, I believe, unless I'm wrong there. But I'm pretty certain it was our Grand Finals. We had Jidimanene versus Foxy Grandpa. Foxy Grandpa won it quite convincingly. That might not come as a huge surprise, considering how we've seen him play as of late, especially with Melina. Definitely kind of has made the community rethink this character really as a whole.
For sure.
I want to have a quick look at today's bracket as well to see how the matches have gone so far up until this point. But Melina being a character that was considered, especially for the majority of the game's life before now, quite a weak and lacking character. She received a few changes here and there. It doesn't sound like anything too significant, like a 6-frame down 1, or a little bit of recovery taken off her side tosses and stuff like that, which initially seemed like helpful things, but not like game-changing. But as it turns out, yes, these changes have made all the difference. And then it took someone like Foxy Grandpa to really, and also I cannot forget Use for Glue. The two of these guys really sat down with Piercing. I know obviously Back 1-2 received a little change as well. So they kind of looked at what happened with this character after a couple of changes, sat down with Melina and were just like, let's lab this out. What is this character capable of doing now? And lo and behold, what we see is just that, and that's how dominant she is.
Well, that's kind of like the tale of I guess, new Piercing. Melina, obviously, we cannot deny props to, Yomi Saltface, for example, who has such a strong Melina across Ravenous and Ethereal, plays all 3 variations, but he's one of those character specialists that really plays the board. But when it comes to Foxy using Piercing, I mean, it really did come from the fact that Used for Glue was kind of the guy that discovered the new style of Piercing, I think we'll call it. We'll call it the new style of Piercing. Used for Glue kind of clocked on with what the character could potentially do. Kind of said that to Foxy, and then as you just said, I mean they kind of developed that character together, and then with the new buffs that came out, I believe during the times of the enhanced online beta, those changes that were kind of in there so people could experiment with them, and it's kind of just turned into the Melina that we can see today.
Yeah, and what a tear she's been going on. I mean, let's not forget Foxy Grandpa has won Hype Spotting, Vianality, the Mortal Kombat Cup, but Kombat Cup was with Kung Lao, but now we've got recent majors, Vianality, Hype Spotting, two big scale European major events. That was, I believe, Vianality was kind of like his debut, really, with this character at a tournament, because with the new netcode, he's been playing anyone and everyone he can and doing terrifically well against absolutely everyone he plays. But that was really where the community sort of decided, okay, what is Foxy's Melina going to be like in a serious setting? Because it's one thing winning a bunch of sets online, and another thing entirely taking it to a tournament and doing
these
damage
guys
with
are
it.
playing already. Okay, here we go. Game number 1. Foxy has bagged the first hit bonus, and taking that away from Scorpion, kind of denying some of the safety, I believe, from some of the...
Well, the breaker just means his teleports aren't as much of the threat if he hasn't got one, but he has already built one due to the damage he's taken.
Even on meter right now, though, so I doubt either of them are going to spend it. They're going to save that for a breaker for sure.
I mean, right now, the characters are kind of just talking trash to each other non-stop. Foxy Grandpa forced to break first, but Jimenene is a bit down on life.
Oh, that's death. Opting to save the... spending the bar then. He's confident he can still win the round. I mean, he definitely could. He gets one hit, and that's going to be a good sequence. Oh, he got tagged. Foxy... Oh, no, and we talk all the time about Jimenene just handing himself to Foxy. There was no reason to go for that meter burn teleport, but he is going to do it. I mean, on hit, yes, that would have won the round, but there were other ways to try and secure that hit besides the unsafe teleport.
But that's the danger. If you're gonna, it's one thing showing your opponent.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
It's one thing entirely showing your opponent that you're not going to be conditioned and you're going to do what you want, so they have to respect that. But another thing entirely, just making mistakes and doing things you shouldn't be doing.
That's going to be a restand now. Jimenene likes to challenge that. Is Foxy going to get the back one? No, that is a level of adaptation. When normally Jimenene he did struggle to get around that back one after the restand. He would always challenge it. Oh, nice. Big damage. So he's not going to go for the standing 4. Oh, that's why, because we see him go for the conversion. Nice.
That was smart. That was really smart. Nice 35%. There's some chip damage here. Is that going to be death?
Oh,
no, Mia's roll! Is that going to be the round?
That's going to be restand into back 1-2.
Throw back one. Throw back 1-2. And the 50-50, the block damage.
We knew he was going to do it. We knew. Oh.
All because of a meterless roll.
An amazing sequence as well. And it just went pear-shaped right at the end.
That would be like if Jimenene started something off of one of those meter burn teleports. Because mark my words, if Foxy did that roll and it was blocked, we would have said the exact same thing about him in that situation.
Would have been like, why did he do that?
But he won, and that's why. His read was on point. Jimenene before, if that teleport would have worked, would have won him the round. But Foxy was patient. And Jimenene, that's almost a detriment, really. If you're willing to play like the way both these players are enforcing to each other, doing unsafe, full combo gaining moves in the neutral when it's a really bad idea or risky idea to do so, you have to be ready to stop that yourself. So the fact that Jimenene got hit by that ball roll, when that's the stuff he does, I don't know. I just find that a little bit odd.
Oh, and that was a nice read from Foxy there. I mean, just seeing the down 4 with a small step back and then whiff punishing with that string into roll. That's kind of a very kind of staple Melina play. So much range and hit confirmable frames on that string.
Jimenene forced a break, but already under 50% life. This is not a really good start for game 2 for him.
Oh, and there's another whiff punish. Foxy seeing the down 4 and unfortunately getting tagged all the time. It's a full combo punish. I mean, yeah, it was looking quite bleak that he was going to lose the round. That teleport will at least get him away from the corner to a degree. He's nowhere near as close as...
If anything else, it's going to show Foxy that I'm still willing to do this, so you still have to watch out for it. So if you knew he was going to lose the round, maybe just try and use it as almost like false data. Make Foxy think you're going to do teleports so you can eventually stop doing them. But
that delayed run into the, I believe that's back 1, no, back 2 or something like that. The multiple hitting normal. That run in there just to try and get him to think a grab was coming and then just chewing up the button press immediately.
That was a nice cancel from Jimenene. Pushes him a little bit more towards the corner.
Oh, and there we go. He's sticking out a lot of down fours. It's just not working out. Full hit confirm. That's a very, very clean game number 2.
And Foxy dropped the combo there, and he got an immediate hit again because Junior was just pressing buttons off a mid, so he just managed to get a full combo in return. 2-0. Foxy Grandpa, 1 game away from once again making the Grand Finals.
Very dominant fashion. He seems to do this almost every week now, just being a dangerous player and a lot of swift 3-0s. And almost every week we've kind of seen him come across Madsen, and it seems to be the typical case again where when Jidamine actually lands a hit, he's got some awesome stuff. He hits like a truck, massive damage, all the setup in the world, but it's getting that hit he's having a really hard time with.
Well, I mean, we said this before, and I'm pretty sure we'll keep saying it. Foxy Grandpa, his strength comes from his amazing neutral game. And a strong neutral in MKX will get you very, very far, especially with a character like Melina. And that's where this difference is making. Jidamine needs to get that hit, but Foxy's making it so difficult. His fuzzy guarding is on point. He's not falling for teleports. He's not falling for these staggers. And he's just keeping himself really safe at all times. And there we go. Right there, gets the read on the armor, because it's dangerous, but he doesn't do it as often, so the read is there.
Has Foxy in the corner. Nice back 3 though, just to potentially chew up any kind of instant button press that Foxy went for.
Oh, doesn't hit confirm the back 1-2 there though.
There's quite a couple of hit confirms here not being taken. Jidamine could potentially have lost the round already. Make himself very hard to land a full hit on, and then just like say that.
And Foxy just commits to that one, but gets hit by the 2 in the back 1-2. Going to get a nice throw, but still down on life. Foxy has a breaker, and that is going to be game. Right there, match point, Foxy Grandpa. 1 round away from moving into Grand Finals for week 6, once again.
Oh no, and that's going to chew up the down 4. And there we go, he's going to catch him pressing a button. Full combo once again into restand.
Ouch, 35%. 36 though, that one, no, bigger damage.
That
Wow.
was an interesting decision, but it is going to work out.
Foxy's just going to run straight into the boot, but use the breaker. Jidamine cannot let him build as much bar as he is. Commits to the roll again. Jidamine needs to slow it down. Get ready for the rolls and punish them accordingly, but it's like pretty dangerous. He can't. That's a trade he cannot take.
Oh, that's almost going to be game over. Yep. Oh no, gets a teleport, gets away with it. No confirm.
I understand that time if he just let that jump rock, he would have gotten it here for sure. Misses the back 3, and there's the anti-cross up. Jidamine is out. 3-0. Foxy Grandpa going to move into Grand Finals once again, where he will play against the winner of Madsen and Sacrod, which we will have in just a few minutes.
Jidamine had a really, really hard time with that. He just seemed the entire time to just be on the back foot. Foxy had complete control.
Uncomfortable is how he looked in that
definitely,
set, I think.
I think at all moments, it just seemed like Foxy had the upper hand. Like, he just kind of knew how he was going to try and get away. Unfortunately, Jidamine, we say this every week, taking the unnecessary risks. Sometimes you got to take a risk, and it will pay out for you.
Sometimes,
not
often, every time.
Not
That's
as often as we saw. Yeah, not as often as we saw him take those. But unfortunately, that does mean that Foxy's going to move into Grand Finals. I mean, that sounds really bad. I mean, unfortunately for Jidamine.
I know that's what you meant. That's just what it sounded like. But Jidamine manages to bag himself 50 points. He's at the very least put himself above Stossen, who we did have to defeat to get into the semi-finals. So if Jidamine can have another couple of weeks in 7 and 8, and then we're at the end. So if he has a nice couple of weeks, he's going to look good for maybe getting one of those spots, because there are a few up for grabs still, especially with Sacron and Madsen being the only ones left alive. He was, if you think about it, the furthest placing player today who needed to get this semi-finals.
For sure.
Because Stossen was eliminated, Yupe was eliminated, and Storm was eliminated. So the fact that he managed to get semis over them has put him in a good situation.
Well, that's what we said this earlier on in the day, right? Where you have players that you've got the top 4. You pretty much have the top 4 players. And then underneath those is a lot of players that are all sitting at a similar kind of range.
But now Jidamine is kind of up into the...
It makes me so sad.
But then Jidamine is kind of in the higher end of that. And right there, that's what I mean. Jidamine plays so sporadically and riskily in certain situations. You kind of, if you're going to play like that, I would like to think you'd be ready for that kind of play against you in return. And right there, just a raw meatless wake up is something you cannot let your opponents get away with. Because let's not forget, why is that a problem? Why should you not be able to get away with raw meatless wake-ups?
Because, I mean, it's if you time your meaty right, they have no armor. There's
no invincibility.
They have no invincibility. They have no armor. There's nothing that can stop them from defending. So, I mean, even if it is something as fast as Sub-Zero Slide, Reptile Dash, Melina Bull Roll, you can still challenge that.
You can time a normal to hit it, and your normal will win. That's how it works. If they haven't got bar, they can't wake up unless you horrendously mistime it. Or if you just don't respect it, obviously, and you just get hit.
So it looks like we're going to be going into our next semi-finals. I mean, these guys have played a couple of times before. They've given us some amazing sets.
They gave us what I've seen a lot of people refer to as the best set in the MKX Pro League across all seasons, and that was
the switch set, right? About 3 weeks ago.
Was
about
it 2
3
weeks
ago? It was the set where they kept changing characters. So, and again,
Madden did this last time, and I wanted Sakron to do the same because Sakron was giving himself the opportunity. He hit his cursor and then went to... Yeah, I was about to say, because Madsen's going to hide his cursor because he knows Sakron plays a bunch of characters.
Oh, he was in hidden cursor before he locked in, I think.
He was, because basically last time Madsen hid his cursor because Sub-Zero he didn't have a great time against Kitana with. So obviously if you just pick Sub-Zero on the character select, Sakron's going to be able to go Kitana. So I think he hit his cursor to stop that from happening, but this time Sakron went straight to Kitana.
Oh, already reluctant to go. We normally see Madsen always going for that anti-cross-up, but against Kitana, you just can't really do the same kind of thing. I mean, the second you try an anti-cross-up, you're going to get eat by the hover. You know, hover into NJP full combo.
Oh wow, no, 5%.
Nice throw tech from Madsen. Oh, the bottom end of that fan.
Oh, it was a nice confirm from Sakron to make the most out of it. 30% damage, meterless, nice. Sakron sitting on quite a chunky life lead right now.
Now Madsen has made insane comebacks before where he's just put the healing ray right like there. He puts the healing ray on himself and it's just constant life back.
I mean, he's got 2 bars still. He can throw another one out if he gets cornered. I mean, Madsen, Blood God, especially Madsen's Blood God is kind of... Oh no, is that going to be a big damage? How much? Oh, doesn't confirm it. No, doesn't Fuzzy, and Sakron's going to lose the round because of it, and that's going to be just enough. No, not quite. 1% left.
Oh no, it's dead! Absolutely, that was going to cover all bases. Heal him and deal damage to Sakron.
Ouch, Madsen. I mean, cornering Madsen as Blood God doesn't really mean anything. If you corner him and then back off, he's sitting on a Sun Ray that he can't be knocked out of. He's sitting on a damage mitigation totem, so if you do hit him, it doesn't really matter to him, you know? And that's one strength that Blood God has over a lot of other characters, is that cornering him just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't seem like, when you have him in the corner, backing off is like the last thing you should do. You can't give him space to not only go for the damage mitigation totem, but to put up the Sun Ray as well. You can't let him do that. Pot.
Oh, goes to the Blood Sacrifice. Next 3 damage is going to do, that's 1. Look at the amount of chip that did. And there we go, he's lost the Blood Sacrifice.
There's a bit of stagger there from Sakron, reluctant to spend the bar. Oh, he's not going to respect the frames, that's going to do good damage.
Oh, doesn't confirm!
Madsen's just going to sit there and block, no reason to get opened up in this situation.
Oh no, Madsen finishes the string. If that was a back one by itself, it could have confirmed, but Sakron gets a nice hit there.
He's going to get a full combo, but right as Madsen uses the mitigation. Now, Kitana's combos are quite long, so that is going to do a nice little bit of damage right
It's
here.
Assassin!
I just realised he's playing Assassin. Hang on a minute.
How did it take us this long? He's got Assassin Kitana. We haven't seen Sakron do this before.
Because he hasn't used the parry or the sharpen.
Uh-oh, that's bad for Madsen. No breaker. His totem's going to run out. Is that going to be enough damage? Yep. I think it is. That is going to be enough.
Absolutely. Now, these are some... Hang on, he cornered himself. I don't agree with that.
I mean, Blood God hasn't got the best corner pressure, but his damage in the corner is great. But he doesn't have any bars, so maybe it's not as much of a problem.
Oh, that's going to be not really a full punish.
I think it's
use up some time.
I actually really like the Assassin pick because Royal Storm you pick for the Reflect and the Enhanced Lift, and you don't really need either of those against Blood God.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what are you going to reflect?
I mean, you may as well have Sharpen, give yourself some more damage to negate the damage reduction, have the parry option. I mean, I like it. Makes sense. Very smart.
Spending on the bar, trying to down one just to challenge Madsen, pressing a button there. Getting out of dodge. Oh, there we go. I like the constant use of that string just to advance enough that you're not going to let Madsen put up a damage mitigation totem in the neutral.
Well, it might catch a jump. It's going to catch a totem. I don't know. The disc might beat it. I'm not quite sure, but it's covering a lot of options. But Sakron has to be careful. He has a breaker, but Madsen has put the damage up.
Ooh. Bad whiff. Oh, that's going to be good damage. Oh, no, 32%. Sakron's got an X-ray, but I mean, it's risky using it, especially now he's got the mitigation.
Yeah, that X-ray is a bad idea. If he's got mitigation, full screen, run into throw, get rid of that totem timing.
X-ray's looking a lot more practical now.
Madsen forced to break. He needs a reduction. No, goes for the big damage totem, I'm not sure. Every time you put up oh no, every time you go for the increased damage totem, you run that risk of getting hit once and having it just be worthless. Because if that totem right there was reduction, not damage increased, that wouldn't have killed.
For sure. Absolutely. Now, I do wonder. Maybe, I think that was the play. I think the play was to go for a damage totem. That's why Madden committed to that anti-air. Because I think the damage increase down 2 would have killed in that situation. So Madden put up, he bet everything on the fact that Sakron was going to jump and that Sakron was not going to commit into the lift. Because he'd been committing to the lift the entire time and Madden's been scouting it out.
You mean the float, right?
Yeah, sorry, the fan lift off the ground. That's kind of what I assumed it as. But Madden did the damage increase totem because he knew Sakron was going to jump, and he bet Sakron not going for hover. Because if he didn't go for hover, and Madden anti-aired that would have killed.
But, lo and behold, Sakron hovered.
He is going to take game number 1.
I mean, I'm not going to say it was too convincing. It was definitely close, but he is up a game. He has, especially when you've got two players here that are both prone to changing characters after losses, he has given himself a little bit more breathing room than it might seem.
For sure. I mean, this is notoriously actually considered quite a tricky matchup for Katana. Oh, nice reversal. Doesn't commit, though. Interesting.
That was nice. That was really nice, actually. Oh, Sakron, I think he tries to backdash it, but getting hit by that is like, that's a chunk of damage by itself to take. Oh, wow.
That's not the first time we've seen Madden actually get the splat of that back two. You very rarely see it, and most of the time it looks like an executioner. Oh, no. Nice interrupt there from Sakron.
I wonder why Madden would opt to go for the blood totem.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I heard a few people in Madden's chat on Twitch the other day talk about how blood totem tech has been discovered.
Really?
I didn't look into it, but I think I might have to, because he's doing a lot more blood totems than I usually see Madden do, and I assume that's for a good reason.
Well, normally you only ever see blood totems because the Kettle Khan player just wants the brutality, but in the competitive setting, there's a little bit more to it than that.
Especially when you're down on games.
Oh, tries to punish, but that string is going to not quite have the range. Back-to-back down ones, because that is a very fast... Oh, nice reversal. No, Madden tries to go for a... What is going on?
All gets the low.
That throw would have probably killed, I think.
Oh. Oh! Madden gets the brutality. He's fished for that one so many times this season, and just like that.
Well, that answered your question. Why was he going for the health totem mustard?
Well, it's almost like he wanted the brutality that he just did.
Ouch.
I mean, that brutality is just amazing.
It is one of the
Can
best...
we just take a second to just appreciate it for what it is?
Hey, the guys in the background don't care. They're still going, look. Rain and Blaze still going at it.
Yeah, they've seen Madden fight 100 times. They're like, yeah, cool, he did it.
Seen it all before. Nice. Now, yeah, it's still going to go... I do love the assassin pick, because, I mean, like you said, Royal Storm, you want the lift and you want the reflect. So if you don't need those, then why don't you just go for assassin who has a parry and damage increase? Like, why would you not?
Oh, it's working for him. He's taking some good rounds. He's getting some good reads. The damage. I mean, we're not seeing him go for the sharpen as much. But I don't know. I don't know when they're just safe opportunities to use it.
With limbs as far and fast as Kotal, is it quite risky trying to go for sharpen? Oh, tries to anti-air. Isn't going to go for it though. And there we go, starting to get those free jump-ins because Madden's worried about the float.
Oh, almost.
Gets the back-to-back down one. Tries to punish that, not quite. It's always risky trying to punish it, because sometimes you will get hit by the meter burn pizza toss, even if you're... Sometimes you can actually interrupt it before it even comes out, but we very rarely see it.
I mean, this is a bit weird, because normally you see someone this much life down in Katana and you think, big life lead, but is it really that significant against Blood God?
Depends on the character. If you're playing a character with good range and keep away, do you ever truly sit on a life lead against someone like Bloodhole who's just going to heal up everything?
I said the 19%.
Looking like Sakron's definitely nice sharpen, just going to increase the damage. Ooh, parrying that fan.
Oh, gets the down into throw.
That parry noise is so good.
Puts the blood totem
up.
Oh,
wait. Blood totem, he's healing up. Does drop it, though. Oh, and there we go. He's going to bet it all on this next play for sure.
Sakron has a breaker. I'm not quite sure if this was the right totem to put up.
Maybe. I mean, that's doing respectable damage. He's
had
enough time.
The timer.
Ah, nice.
Sakron played that well. Delay wake up, armor on wake up. Has a breaker if he did get blocked.
That was a very, very crucial delay wake up. If he didn't do it right there, he might have had to take that pressure. Sakron in a good situation.
Oh, run cancels him to 2-1. Tricky confirm.
I wonder what that was. I think Madden's always going to challenge that because the meter burn fan. I mean, it's not really massively plus on block.
It is plus, just I'm not quite sure. I mean, Kotal's got a lot of fast, long-range limbs to challenge. And someone like Kitana, her down one's probably her fastest poke, but a down one by itself isn't going to get her too much.
Kotal with the absurd grab range.
Oh, throws the pot straight over her head. Madsen's starting to hesitate, respecting the float a lot now. Oh, wow, whiffs and a full combo punish from Sakron.
Can you
that
say
was good.
tech?
Can you say awareness, matchup knowledge? You can say all those things, Sakron's got it.
Oh, no. Yep, just to guarantee that round. Don't even make it too complicated. Straight uppercut.
Also,
Sakron's playing this matchup really well, I've got to say.
He is. I mean, opts to keep his breaker as well. There's the reduction totem. And just look how little these fans are doing now. It's incredible.
Well, it's a little bit easier for him to reflect to try and parry projectiles if he's got the damage mitigation, because if he doesn't get the parry, he's going to do like no damage.
Oh, the disc loses out. Loses out again. Sakron not letting it deter him.
Ooh, that would have been a big air to air had that not traded. Oh no, big damage stored. Oh! Oh, he's going to try and go for trades. He's going to try and trade it. Knowing that Sakron's going to try and punish. Oh! Risky.
But the reduction, Madsen just wants to keep this life lead as close as possible. Doesn't want to give Sakron that space to work with.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Good reversal on the stagger. Nice awareness from Sakron.
Nice parry.
These trades mean nothing to him, but they're going to start adding up at the 25% mark.
Oh, nice block and reaction to the Meatbun fan. Madsen paying attention right now, but Sakron's keep away so strong. Oh, wow, the down four.
No!
Now Sakron's almost got a breaker, but again, the timer's going down. Has to be careful. Gets the down one. Plus frames. Oh, wow, and there's the shimmy into the backdash into the punish.
Hang on a minute! Is he gonna ride the clock? Is he gonna ride the clock? Oh my god, relentless right up until the end, because he could have played defensive. He could have absolutely played defensive there and gone, I'm going to damage mitigation, I'm going to maybe sit in a Sunray, and I'm going to ride these 10 seconds. But he didn't want to do that. He wanted to get that hit. He wanted to capitalize on the fact that maybe Sakron was going to be a little bit worried being in the corner in that situation. He's not. He is. I mean, is he getting hit by the low portion of that string, or is he just expecting Madsen to stagger the back one, and that's why he's getting hit? I mean, that in high-level play, it's not because the opponent is blocking high. They're getting hit by the back 1-4 because they expect just a single
They think the back
one
is where it ends. But I mean, again, what a testament to how patient these guys are against each other when we have had 2 timeouts. In MKX, are really aggressive, rush-down, heavy games. We don't see too many timeouts.
I'm very happy that NetherRealm changed the clock.
I was about to say, I know they did change the timer, but even after the timer, we don't see anywhere near as many timeouts as it would have been believed we would. But right here, Kitana, Blood God, they realize that neither of them have a distinct advantage up close.
Was an amazing first hit.
Yes, absolutely. But neither of them have a distinct advantage far away either. Because yes, I know Kitana has the annoying fans, but Kotal Khan has the damage reduction to build all the bar in the world for them. He's got the parry, he's got the Sunray. Like, I don't know. This is just a really slow, I guess, slow-paced match with potential options for just to explode if we see Blood God get a big hit. But Sakron's doing a good opportunity at stopping that from happening.
We don't really see Assassin play. It looks like the opponent is on the floor for a very long time after getting hit by that Assassin strike. Are we seeing that combo ended? Because is that setting up for almost a free sharpen? We saw him get 2 forward dashes before.
It's giving him a sharpen. It's using up the time on the Kotal totems. Nice confirm there. The corner repositioning, Sakron.
Is Sakron going to go for one of those Kitana 50-50s though? I mean, it will work. It will win the round. It's going to win the round. Yep, there we go. There is the true 50-50 that Kitana gets access to. Back 1-4 or back 1 X-ray? The guess is completely up to you.
I mean, the X-ray is a 9-frame overhead. It's very quick. You're not reacting to it, so it's a guess. Every time Kitana gets a low in a string, X-ray becomes a 50-50 off it.
Oh, that was so crazy.
Sakron
look at the chip.
But that's the problem. Sakron used his X-ray to win, so Madsen has 3 bars over him right now. Well, I guess 2. He just used one, but just look at how fast he's building it.
That was a nice that was a really nice punish. Aware that he's going to probably try and go for a pizza there. Oh, sorry, something else other than the meter burn pizza.
Oh, full combo. Madsen gets caught just by the tippy edge of that fan.
I wonder, was he trying to end it in something there?
He doesn't want Madsen cornered. He doesn't want to give Madsen that screen to just put up some sun rays. He wants to get him out of the corner and keep the fight mid-screen with a little bit of back behind him.
Sharpen? No, 2 forward dashes just to be right in his face. Smart stuff.
Oh, whiffs the NJP, but catches Madsen backdashing. Sakron one touch away from bringing this one into a 2-2.
Yes.
Are we going to see a Madsen comeback?
I mean, he's Blood God. That's what Blood God does.
Totem is going to catch him, has a breaker. No, he whiffs the jump kick.
Block breaker. Oh no, it's looking bad, but he's still alive.
That block breaker might be the best block breaker we've ever seen. Gets the parry, gets the damage totem, gets a full jump over. Could this be if no, Madsen drops the combo? Could this be enough? Oh, and there's the interrupt on the pizza. Madsen gambles a little bit too hard, and
He
Sakron
dropped the combo, man. That was so heartbreaking. That would have been, if not the round, damn close to the round.
It would have
2-2.
been another guaranteed totem. It could have been damage for the kill. Could have been blood for a little bit of life back. Could have been reduction to just stop him from getting chipped out.
We will never know.
Because he dropped the combo. What a sad example we have to show again to reiterate what we say time and time again. If you drop your combo, that happens. And your amazing comeback is just nipped in the bud before it can finish.
Sakron sticking at the matchup though, understanding that it's a level of, it's just making plays, it's playing better, it's not going straight to a different character. And Madsen also acknowledges that, sticking with Blood God.
Round 1. Fight.
Another 3-2 set from Madsen and Sakron. Oh, that was a risky, wow! Reversal,
Sakron,
just a challenge for down
no
one.
fear, man. I mean, we've said this before about Sakron. He does not let himself get flustered. He doesn't care who he's fighting against. Sakron does his game, his calculated game, no matter who he's playing.
Oh, he's not going to get it. Nice run in there. I love the advancing strings as well, just to catch those totem summons.
Did the assassin ender
Dash,
sharpen?
Yeah,
dash,
isn't
dash.
he? Just to be right in his face. I mean, I wouldn't really see much assassin gameplay, so I'm glad to finally see it.
Oh, and that's two pieces just like that, getting hit by Sakron. Hesitates the anti-air. Oh, wow, Madsen goes for the throw, and there's the whiff punish on the throw with a down 2 once again, giving Madsen a bit of a life lead.
That was absolutely a good trade for Madsen there, just getting the knockdown.
Oh, whiffs the standing 4, but Sakron tries to, Madsen even tries to whiff punish, but doesn't quite get it in time.
There's a lot of down ones, because it's kind of challenging Sakron, just pressing a button afterwards, because of the sheer speed of it. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's not going to take the round necessarily, but it's going to put Sakron in a very good situation.
Oh, hello, meter burn sharpen.
Let's not forget Sharpen does give him increased damage. Oh, good trade for Madsen, 'cause he's going to go in for the damage mitigation.
Oh, there's a down 1 to stop the forward 2.
Yep, plus
That
frames.
again.
Madsen on match point.
That wasn't a jail Sakron could have interrupted, but he hesitated. Could have done a down 1, but there's match point to Madsen once again.
Madsen will take that trade just to get the damage mitigation. He's not going to overcommit to strings. Nice and yeah, but he doesn't get the jump. That could probably a jump kick teleport attempt, I assume.
Both players showing each other so much respect, the neutral in the range of these down 1s. They're both just waiting for it.
Going to confirm into the air toss. Doesn't necessarily want him in the corner, just wants this neutral game.
Now that projectile is just, it's going to get chewed up by that fan every time. But Sakron's not getting a huge amount of damage, he's just stopping Madsen from throwing it.
Oh, I like the fan toss. Just challenge the back one that Madsen tried to do.
That was nice. Again, doesn't want Madsen to have his back to the corner. He doesn't want to give him that freedom to get some health back. And there's a nice challenge. Knows Madsen's going to run in. Madsen forced to break. Sakron building a little bit of bar, and there's the bait with the armored reversal once again to give himself a little bit more of a life lead.
You can't count out Blood God. He's going to go for 2 forward dashes just to push him away from the corner. Don't give him the room. Oh, no!
Spends his bar. There's the float again. Madsen being really patient.
Oh, doesn't get the totem. That was big.
Blocks it this time. Sakron starting to just take that. And that will be a match point for Sakron as well. We're down to the final round. Winner goes through to Grand Finals, who will be fighting Foxy Grandpa. But again,
Has him in the corner, though. This is where Blood God likes to be. There's the reversal. Nice! Good challenge there on the meter burn uppercut. That will power straight through.
that's just so even on life all the time.
Madsen sitting on almost 2 bars, though, when Katana has none. Good throw tech from Madsen. Oh!
Oh, there's the down 2.
Bad whiff.
The full
That
whiff punish.
down 2 whiff was crucial. I'm not sure if that was an uppercut attempt or the special uppercut, you know. Oh, no!
That's bad for Sakron. That's no, but Madsen drops it again. And there's the armored reversal. Delays the fan toss as well. Getting Madsen out of the corner. He has the 2 bars, but has to use them to break. And there's a throw. Gonna use up some of this totem time. Sakron has a bar to burn.
There's the... Oh, MJP again. Down to the wire.
Doesn't throw a fan. Madsen again. Patient till the end. A full jump in. Is that going to be it? The damage reduction totem isn't going to save him.
He's got
Madsen
a
doesn't
bar.
have a breaker.
Is he going to go for Sharpen? Is that going to do it?
Is that enough? No! Oh my God, Madsen!
Wait a second! What is going on? He's still alive! How are you still alive, Madsen? What is this? Madsen! What the hell is going on with... Oh, I can't.
Oh, Madsen, how and why do you keep doing this to us? Poor Sacron!
He had no right winning that.
He had all the right. Did you see the wake-up parry? Did you see the wake-up parry from Madsen with less than a percent of health left? That is the amount of health where they breathe on you. They give you a menacing look and you die.
Dead. I need to take a minute. Sorry, guys, I'm going to take a minute for that one. I think you will
just wait. You'll see Foxy fight Madsen in a sec. You'll see it fight.
3-2 set. Another 3-2 set. Mustard. Another 3-2 set. What happened there?
I don't know.
That wake up parry into chip.
We have replays.
We need to see these replays.
I think the replays will explain it better than we can right now.
So as you can see, it was a lot of timeouts. A lot of timeouts. I mean, I'm waiting. I'm waiting until that final play. That's what I want to see.
That was the last time Madsen got hit by a float NJP. That right there cost him game one, and Madsen just took that and sat on it with, okay, right, I get it. I'm just going to block. She's not going to 50-50 me after it. There's nothing wrong with just blocking. Take the NJP. If it whiffs, challenge it with the down one. If she hits it high, challenge it. I mean, I don't know. Just the adjustment. I think Sacron and Madsen are my favorite players to watch internationally in Season 2. In terms of just, when you're looking at player matchups, these guys, they never fail to deliver on these incredible sets week after week.
Oh, I forgot that even happened. I forgot that even happened.
We can make a top 5 plays out of this set alone.
Oh, I think you could definitely say that. You could and it was, I mean, right here, getting the reversal so clutch. Every single round came down to the timer. Matchup knowledge, 1-1. Neutral crouching the 4 because you're far enough away. Just so many crucial little things. Oh, such a good set.
Now, at the end, when we please say we got the highlight of right at the end, I want to watch what Sacron did. I want to watch what Sacron did in that situation because...
It was here, wasn't it? No, wait, this must be... At the clock, crucial, I can't even tell. I can't even tell what match this was.
No, that was a shimmy. This wasn't the last game. This wasn't the last game. Oh, look how close they all were. My word, if Madsen doesn't win this week, we'll all be heartbroken together. Please, there must be one more. There has to be it. It has to be there.
And of course, it's on the same stage. But it was the Katana versus Kotal Khan matchup. Like this is seen to be quite a tricky match for Katana. But I mean, Sacron with just ultimate patience.
Okay, was this one? Was this a stage or was it Jinsei Chamber?
I do believe it was the Jinsei Chamber. But it was every match. Every single match came down to this. Absolutely incredible.
And there's a 50-50.
True 50-50. Matchup knowledge once again. I mean, the back one, which is going to go back 1-4, which is the back 1 low, or back 1 X-ray, which is back 1 overhead. Like, I mean, we saw a lot of that in CIS.
Well, the thing is, this might look like a lot of replays, but what a display of what we all just witnessed in this set, though. This was just non-stop amazing plays, non-stop reads.
That was so heartbreaking.
I know, right?
And then the interrupt. There's the interrupt.
Matchup knowledge. Again, matchup knowledge.
I mean, what else in that situation could he have done? There was no reason to not just go 1-1-1 there. Really smart stuff from Sacron, but I believe this might be...
This is first round. Look how close. Again, they're all close. This set was just non-stop, absolutely start to finish. We're just eagerly awaiting the replay we're all wanting to see.
This is a build-up. This is a build-up to that magic moment. And it's always the plus frames as well. It's Sacron. It came down to Sacron kind of sometimes.
Here we go.
How did he win this? How did he win this set?
I'm watching Sacron here. Oh no! Don't corrupt now! Don't corrupt now! Slow it down. There we go.
Slow down.
Okay,
nice.
slowing down.
Right.
Sweet.
Wake up parry. Down 1. Back 1, 2-2. Into nothing.
That was it. No, his down 1 lost. He did it late.
Sacron, he mustn't have been ready for this. He mustn't have been ready for any of that. And then just losing the whole... How much do you want to bet in his house? Sacron was there just screaming. How much do you want to bet Madsen did that patented Madsen pop-off right at the end?
My word. I would expect nothing less. Please tell me Twitter has something to say about that. Surely there must be.
Twitter is most certainly alive with the sound of Madsen hype, but I think a tweet we've got from our very own Falkland sums it up the best. He says, "This Sacron versus Madsen set is crazy. Such solid play from both people. Can't wait for the season finals." I can certainly agree with you there. And then it's just tons and tons of Madsen hype. Tyler Lansdowne has tweeted that finish between Madsen and Sacron was unfreaking real. So just for a reminder, for you guys at home, you can follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat if you want to keep up with all this amazing hype we're getting from the Pro League. Also, if you want to join in the conversation tonight, you can use the hashtag MKXProLeague to tweet me. We also have the weekly giveaway, another Pro kit, player kit up for grabs. You can go to esl.gg/MKXComp to enter there.
Cool. So I do believe our grand finals is set. We're going to go to, it's looking good. It's pretty much what we expected.
I will say, when we get back, we should probably answer that question that the fella gave us about Raiden and Johnny Cage and Cutthroat.
Sorry.
I feel really bad, but we forgot about it. We'll come back with the answer to that question, as well as Foxy Grandpa versus Madsen again. We're going to take a little break. We're going to need that to recover from what we just witnessed. I'm sure you guys and girls at home do as well. But rest assured, we'll be right back after a few minutes with the grand finals match of Foxy Grandpa versus Madsen. Do not go anywhere.
Peggy 18.
Let's not do this.
Don't want to wrestle me to the ground?
Okay, let's do this.
Takeda, the son of Kenshi. Entrusted to Hanzo Asashi after the murder of his mother, Takahashi Takeda trained in the ways of the Shirai Ryu. Under the guidance of Scorpion and the insistence of his father, Takeda joined the Special Forces. Dedicated to the protection of Earthrealm, Takeda is empowered by his warrior heritage, Grandmaster guidance, and an arsenal of plasma swords, kunai, whips, and wisecracks.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Increase Takeda's rushdown and mix-up potential with the Ronin variation. Use Rising Blade, back XXY, to launch your opponent and continue with double-bladed YX to restand your enemy out of a juggle. Enhancing Blade Summon will catapult your opponent into the air. Follow up with Double Bladed and end your combos in Fist Flurry or Shirai Ryuken. With your sword on the ground, use Apprentice, forward XY plus B, to give Takeda enough advantage to stay on the offensive.
Today's special, Blade Whips.
In the Lasher variation, Takeda gains new air command normals and enhanced whip attacks to flay his opponents. Introduce a new threat to your arsenal with Whip Flip, down back Y plus right trigger, an enhanced low special that will launch your opponent. Use Whip Assault, back forward Y, to thrash your enemy and meter burn your attacks to sustain the onslaught. Let fly your Tri-Kunai to capitalize on big damage in the corner.
Let's get better acquainted.
In the Shirai Ryu variation, Takeda gains an increase in mobility with his special move Quick Phase, allowing him to confirm off any opening on his opponent. Use a combination of Double Spear Ryu and Fist Flurries to maintain positional advantage in the fight. Quick Phase can also be cancelled to create new mix-ups and maintain pressure. On knockdown, charge your Tri-Kunai and go for an overhead attack to set up deadly scenarios. Takeda is best used by commanding the screen with his Blade Whip attacks. When in close range, use Sidestep, down A, to poke at your opponent, allowing Takeda to stay on the offensive. Mix up your openings with whip snap and step kick to keep your opponent guessing. Lash out like a Shirarayu Storm with this X-ray finisher. Show your enemy it's over. You've got the high ground with the brutality.
Brutality.
Shall we try that again?
Takeda wins.
Defend Earthrealm with the telekinetic, whip-cracking Shirarayu Ninja, Takeda.
Now, once again, for the final time tonight, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to kick off our grand final set where Foxy Grandpa is once again going to be fighting Madzin, PND Madzin, in our grand final set of the night. It'll be the last game. Madzin just had probably the best clutch round we've ever seen in the Pro League. And we said this last time, and I'm saying it now again, because somehow Sakura and Madzin just give us the best sets we've ever seen, and they just keep topping it every week. I would say it's annoying, but it's not. It's the best, because we get to see it week after week. It's a privilege to see that every time. And again, Madzin and Sakron, I will remind you guys and girls at home, are both confirmed for Season 3 finals. We will see that in America. Guaranteed.
Offline.
Ooh, I can't wait.
So before we get our grand finals kicked off, let's take a look at tonight's bracket to see what the path has been. We've had 8 really good players come in. Foxy Grandpa, Mr. Aquari, Stozen, Jinminene, Sakron, Yupe, Storm, and Madzin. The semi-finals was Foxy versus Jinminene, 3-0, very, very convincing win, but Sakron versus Madzin, absolutely the set of the tournament, without a shadow of a doubt. Foxy and Madzin in grand finals again, we've seen this many, many times. Madzin seems to be getting closer and closer every week. Now, before we get into grand finals, I do believe we had been asked a question, which I feel very bad that I forgot to answer it, because
I mean,
right
so
before we
do
kick
I.
off. The question was, against Raiden, someone asked us on Twitter. Bear in mind, guys, you at home can take part in our conversations using the hashtag MKXProLeague, and we can answer questions like right now. Raiden versus either Stunt Double or... what was the other pick?
Cutthroat Kano.
Cutthroat Kano. I was like, oh god, which one was it? Basically, I think either one will do well. I mean, Raiden, in my opinion, is not as much of a strong character as Kano or Johnny Cage. I think Stunt Double and Cutthroat will both have a good job of enforcing plus frames. Stunt Double's got really good pressure, can armor break certain things, and you know they both have. I mean, one thing Kano and Johnny Cage both have is good mids. Raiden does not have good mids, so I mean, either pick. I would basically say, if you can play both those characters and you're fighting against Raiden, go with whatever one you find more comfortable, because both characters will be absolutely fine versus Raiden. They have similar tools for that matchup, I think. So it's a comfort pick. If you're comfortable with it, do it. Now, grand finals, PND PXP, a Foxy Grandpa, versus PND Madzin.
Now, we will be seeing Foxy Grandpa at Combo Breaker this month, where he is 100% confirmed now. Problem X Promotions are going to be flying him out there once again to have a shot at that, that chunky cash prize pot. But we'll be seeing him there soon. Madzin, I'm not sure if he's going. I haven't really heard anything from him on it. But regardless, they're both confirmed for Season 3 finals, so they will have their presence known in America once again. This time next month, actually, June 10th is going to be the finals day. Tickets are on sale, so pay attention to the NA broadcast later on for more information on where to buy your tickets for that event. It will be a live event. You guys can meet us. We can hang out. We can chat. We can all talk about Mortal Kombat because we love it. But we can watch these guys, the best players in the world, do what they do best and play for ludicrous amounts of money at a game they are amazing at.
Oh, Foxy challenging at the back one too. No reaction on the telekick. Now, this is where Madzin needs Foxy to be. Now, against Foxy, though, you have to play perfect and not get cornered. Unfortunately, Madzin just got cornered.
Gets a nice throw tech. Now, we've seen this before. Piercing versus Grandmaster. If Madzin can corner Foxy, he can do serious damage. But Foxy is a slippery devil. He is amazing at just keeping himself out of that situation. But there we go. There's the meteor burn ice ball.
And I really like the use of break there from Foxy, because that was a really nice poke there from Madden. But he had to break. Oh, nice back one just to challenge that forward 4. Now, this is a tool that we see Madden use a lot more of in this matchup, the forward 4. I mean, it's a strong, advancing, relatively fast mid, and that's what you need to contest with piercing.
Oh, that was a nice reaction dive kick from Foxy. Imagines tries to jump out. Foxy tries to catch him, doesn't quite get it in time.
Oh,
down 3,
Foxy's
down 3.
Just being so patient right now, sitting on a good amount of life lead, so it's looking good.
Oh, there's a backdash, trying to make it go into it. Foxy doesn't react to the dive kick, and there's a nice reaction slide.
Oh, Foxy had no bar to challenge the plus frames. Here comes Madden, still alive. Has to be careful.
For him. Oh, no! And now I'm going to call it out. Tom Brady, the legend himself, made a video about why punishing that dive kick is so tricky. And his exact example was exactly what we just saw. Madden tried to stand up and standing on it for a full combo, and he got hit. Absolutely.
It's Melina, my friend. 2 seconds left on the clock, and it came down to that. What a way to kick the finals off.
My word. I mean, what can you say? Like Brady called it in every sense of the word. That's exactly what he was talking about.
Oh, Madden getting tagged, though. That strong Melina neutral. Foxy a little bit reluctant to go for the anti-air.
Oh, that was big for Madden. That was a nice prediction with the ice ball.
There's the knockdown into Clone. Not quite in the corner. Oh, there's the trip guard. Foxy not quite going to go for the string, though. Oh, nice. Good hit confirm.
That was a wonderful hit confirm from Madden. Foxy forced to break, but at least back is still towards the corner.
Oh, gotta watch out. Yes, Foxy's going to be chucking out those back ones because he is going to try and challenge those low pokes.
Madden has to be careful throwing out those bars. He needs to keep a breaker available if he can. He needs to build this as fast as possible, but not looking likely he's going to have it before the end of the round. And again, has no bar, gets thrown. This is looking pretty bad for him.
The problem is as well, Foxy's sitting on a bar. He can easily either reversal, he's got some chip. Oh, tries to punish, doesn't get it. Oh, hang on, there we go!
Oh,
Bam!
Madden. Is there anyone in the wrong community with more clutch than Madden? Is there?
Currently?
I challenge someone to find a player with more clutch than Madden.
There we go. Bam, there's going to go straight in for the corner clone. Oh, and he gets the overhead. Here we go. This is what Madden needs.
Nice 43% damage, and a nice bait on the ball roll. Foxy Grandpa forced to break.
Now Madden's not going to make it easy for him. However, Foxy is going to get a lovely poke on the back one too. And now he has Madden in the corner.
Still has a life lead.
Oh, low pokes. Oh, clean jump in. Madden, is he going to take game number 1?
That's going to be game. If Madden doesn't drop this, that is going to be game. There's
Not
the slide.
quite.
Oh, and that is going to be it. Madden, game 1. Will this be the week Madden defeats Foxy Grandpa in ESL?
You know why Madden's doing really well? And this was versus Sacron too. He has slowed the game down by a just so much slower pace than what we're used to seeing. He's taken it down. I mean, this isn't coming down to big, crucial, explosive plays. It's coming down to single hits, positioning. These guys are playing a game of chess right now. Every single hit on block or hit is mattering so much.
All the good stuff. Execution, reads, predictions, spacing, footsies, anti-airing. Just amazing placement of everything they're doing.
This is a set with 2 players who play each other every day and have done for 12 months. I mean, these guys are, they train together every single day. They are #1 training partners. I mean, that's it. And you can tell that in how these guys are playing these matches.
Madsen 1 game up. Nice use of the meter burn clone.
He's having to almost constantly go for meter burn clone, though, just so Foxy doesn't punish it.
But did get the first hit.
Oh, clean punish, though. First time we've seen the back 2 get punished.
And that right there is why we see Madsen opt to go for the back 3 a little bit more so far in the set, because the back 2 is punishable by back 1 too, so you have to be careful. That is a free 35% should Foxy time it right.
This is the instant adjustment Foxy's making, playing a bit more of a space control game. You can, in fact, zone out Grandmaster.
Oh, gets a throw. Madsen doesn't take it.
Yeah, Foxy's not going to go in. He's going to make it very tricky for Madsen to win this round.
There's a nice reaction dive kick. Foxy ready for it. Madsen knows block's guaranteed death right there, so he just lets himself get hit. Doesn't let Foxy build any more meter. Now he just needs to get the break out of Foxy as fast as possible and then get his hit. Gets a nice slide, gets knocked down. Isn't really able to do much with it.
Nice use of the whiff dash. I mean, that's one thing Sub-Zeros do. They whiff their dash to go straight in and kind of recover instantly. You know, just that quick mobility. Nice reactions once again.
It's a nice down 4, doesn't enforce it. Oh, almost goes straight into the clone.
Back to back, back one.
Madsen has a lot of bar to work with right now, but can't throw it away on a breaker.
These individual hits, I mean, this is what this match is coming down to. Nice reactions once again.
Now you can tell Madsen's trying to space himself, so she dive kicks into the clone, not him. But unfortunately, he's not quite getting it.
Oh, tries to catch it.
Wow, Foxy presses buttons, hasn't got a breaker. This could be bad for him. Needs to knock down before he breaks.
Oh, nice use of the environment interaction. That's going to do it. Just that double hit of armor. I mean, as a sub player, you're probably used to armor breaking, right? That's one of the reasons you go for the clone in the corner. Armor breaking certain reversals. I think Foxy was wise to that, using the environment interaction just to use the
Two
extra hits of armor.
I mean, that was really smart play, situational awareness. Knowing when the interactions are there, I mean, good play. Can't knock it. Good game one. 1-1 even.
Yeah, that's going to be 1-1. Game number 2 has just concluded, going into game number 3. Now, the thing is, many players, I think, would have kind of just gone to a different character. Now, Madden has been absolutely grinding this matchup to the absolute fullest. Like, he's always thought that although some people say this is a horrendous matchup for Grandmaster, and even we've said that doesn't seem very good. I think he's been grinding so much that this matchup is starting to seem...
Madden himself has said that a few times in the past.
Well,
I know he's had differing opinions, but as of late, I know he hasn't really been feeling this matchup.
I know that at this point, Madden, as far as I'm aware, believes that this matchup is a 6-4, which basically means that Melina has the slight advantage. And it's not because of her tools, it's because that she has a small hitbox, which makes it very tricky to hit her in some situations. Grandmaster doesn't really like fighting small hitbox characters, and Melina is a very, very effective one of those. So, I mean, the fact that he's been grinding enough, you can see the fruits of his labor, basically. Like, slowing it down and just playing just by small play after small play.
Oh, wow. Oh, meter burns the throw. That couldn't have been what he wanted.
Yeah,
even though he got the throw, not worth it for the bar.
That must have been an accident. Good use to telekick. Madsen straight up unable to go for those. Yep, that's a full punish.
Nice. Oh, but now, slide. Madsen didn't even have a bar to break there.
I think that slide was because Madsen read the forward dash. Foxy does like going for forward dashes after breaking. Now, Foxy's kind of playing a little bit more of a spacing game. What we're seeing in comparison to the game number 1... What?
The down for a clone? Is that what we saw?
What was that?
Oh, tries to meet burn the clone, but doesn't get it in time. Wow, that was good trade. Risky, but good. Now that's a problem. Because not only did Foxy just take the round, he got out of the corner first before he did it.
So here we go, round number 2. Oh, good freeze. I think Madsen's going to be a little bit more eager to do an ice ball closer, where it's a little bit risky for Foxy to go for that. Oh, risky overhead, he's going to get it. Wake up, back one. Foxy knows he's scouting. Nice reactions on the telekick.
Oh, Foxy's got a bar now, has to watch out for these 50-50s on block. That was another nice read from Foxy.
But an even nicer read from Madsen. There's the knockdown, close to the corner. Not quite though, and there's the telekick again. Madsen has to stop going for that.
And you can tell, he's trying to make her kick into the clone, but it's just not working. And I mean, both corners have a way out against Grandmaster. This stage is not what Grandmaster needs.
Yeah, it's definitely not Grandmaster friendly. Foxy's buffering. You can see he's buffering that telekick. That's going to be an anti-air. Could even be the game.
Yep, not quite. Oh, no, wow, it is.
Let's not forget the big chunk of damage the final hit does. Now, the adjustment that's been made here on the fly, space control, not making it so easy for Madsen to kind of get within that magical range. Now, he's kind of, Foxy's taking a step back, he's sitting slightly further away, he's making it trickier for Madsen to go in and apply any sort of pressure because the size and the back one together are keeping him at arm's reach. But the adjustment that Madsen's trying to make is getting those ice ball trade reads. Now, the problem is, although he's getting mileage out of the freeze, he's getting telekicked a lot more than he's not getting telekicked.
Yeah, and every telekick skip making him block something, which is building her bar. If she's got meter, he's taking a 50-50. If he blocks the forward one, like, it's not going in his favor. Like, again, like we said before, I understand he's trying to make the telekick hit the clone, but it's not working.
I spoke to both these guys about the matchup, and it's like they agree that mid-screen, Melina basically has really good options for sort of catching you with the clone and the ice ball and stuff. But corner-wise, Melina hasn't really got good tools to get out of the corner.
So in what could potentially be the last match of the night. Foxy Grandpa uses his first bar on a complete waste of telekick, unfortunately. Does it preemptively instead of on reaction.
Foxy is doing a phenomenal job of staying out of the corner, though. Nice whiff there. Going to catch it on the back 1-2.
Ooh, could have punished the ice ball.
There we go.
Oh, wow. And there's that forward 2. Foxy spacing really well right now. He does that to catch down 4s consistently. It works for him, 35%. Madsen returns with the slide, goes straight into the ice ball. I mean, I understand it. Goes to the back 2 or the back 3, but Foxy blocks it well. Punishes the ice ball and takes himself into the tournament point. Again, could be your week 6 champion in a matter of seconds.
Oh no, and it's looking bad. Catches the hit confirm. Madsen has to save the bar though.
Oh, the jump in whiffs. Oh, but Madsen, good patience. Foxy trying to catch him, pressing the button to go in to punish it anyway.
That
Madsen isn't going to bite.
In game 1, Madsen did punish some very risky stuff that Foxy went for. And in these other games, but right now, oh, hang on a minute. I wonder what that was. Do you reckon he could have got anything else off that? Was he too low to the ground?
I think Madsen was concerned that the 4 in 2-4-2 was going to miss completely.
So you think he obviously went to go for the plus on hit frames of the down 3. Foxy playing a little bit anti. This is the side that we in game 2 and 3, Foxy's taking no risks whatsoever. In this round, he's taking risks. Sub-Zero can punish those risks massively. Ouch. Just like that. Madsen has him in the corner.
That was a nice combo. Madsen 1 round off from tying things up, but Foxy's still on match point, so he's got to be careful. Can't let him use the interaction to get out of the corner. He goes for it, and there we go. That's what we need to see Madsen do. Oh, again, the small hitbox doesn't get the refreeze.
He is still going to have the clone in the corner though, but I mean, yeah, that corner combo dropping is very unfortunate. Oh, gets it!
Oh, that was good for him. Gets the breaker out. Oh no, the straight up forward 2 again. I think that was kind of return. He thought Madsen was gonna dash in and goes to the forward 2 himself.
Nice grab. Looking bleak for Madsen.
Oh, there's the anti-cross up.
Oh, there you go. Just like that. It was looking good, but unfortunately that one combo drop, I believe it actually was because of Melina's hitbox. And that's going to be a pit fatality.
That is pit fatality. It just looks suspiciously like a form of disrespect.
I blame Derek for that.
Why do we always have to blame Derek?
I bet it was his idea.
Is it because he's a designer?
Hey guys, why don't we make her pit fatality look like a teabag? Down, 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 button press. Brilliant.
I mean, it looks like one. So if that was the mission accomplished.
It does look indeed. It does indeed. So Foxy is going to take another week. I mean, it was looking good for Madsen. It was just that one corner combo that dropped. I mean, I don't know whether it was just because Madsen dropped it. I don't know whether it was because Melina has a small hitbox. Hence why Madsen thinks that the matchup is slightly in Melina's favor, because her small hitbox makes the general damage game weaker because you have to go for different conversions and more inconsistent. Small hitbox characters are inconsistent to hit for reasons that we saw just there.
Well, I mean, it sucks for Madsen, but what an incredible showing he made this week. Really strong game 1 against Storm. I haven't got to remind you guys at home. I mean, his set against Sackron looking amazing. We'll have a look at the bracket again today before we sign off to just have a look at how today went. Foxy Grandpa, 3-1, 3-0, 3-1. Not quite the usual 3-0 sweeps we usually see from him. And again, Madsen doing a good job of consistently at least taking games off him in the finals. So Madsen is having a strong showing. Sackron had a really good showing, 3-2 Madsen, 3-0 against Yupe, Stossen 3-0 against Jinmu Nene, who moved forward to the semi. So all in all, good week. The players with not as many points managing to do well for themselves, to get themselves a bit more. Foxy, Sackron and Madsen doing a good job of just further cementing their lead in the league.
Now, I want to know if Twitter has anything to say about what's happened by the end of the night. What's going on?
Well, I actually think Madsen and Sackron kind of killed Twitter. I've got hardly anything after that. Everyone's still reeling from it, I think. But another tweet from Mitsuo's here saying it will be really tough for NA to top these sets tonight. I think I agree with that there, definitely. And Akbar has tweeted us saying, I've become a big fan of the MKX Pro League. So glad to finally catch it live, especially enjoy the commentary and Foxy's Melina. Well, I hope you haven't been disappointed there tonight. We also do have a winning statement from Foxy. He said, don't forget your daily dose of vitamin B12. So,
MKX memes.
Indeed. So also remember, guys, that if you want to be within one final chance of winning this week's MKX Pro Player Kit, you can go to esl.gg/MKX to register there. And if you want to keep up with the few remaining weeks of the league and, of course, the Grandfinals, you can follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat on Twitter. I've been Sassanak. Thank you for having me tonight.
Cool. So I do believe that's going to wrap up another Pro League week.
Another week done and dusted. Foxy Grandpa
2 more to go.
On. 2 left. 2 left.
The critical point has finally been reached.
You could say that.
Yeah. Some of you guys might. Good reference right there.
Well,
either way. Either way,
2 weeks to go. 2 weeks to go. Go to proleague.com/MKX to find out how you two can sign up for these last 2 weeks. We have, like I said before, 2 left out of the 8 in total. So we know who's going to be at the finals. Some of them are confirmed. Some of them not so much. These are going to be crucial 2 weeks left.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Yuppie, by getting into top 8 was good for him. Junior Nene sort of getting into semis was good for him as well. But it's the mixture of, there's a lot of players around that area that are kind of competing kind of head to head. There's barely any points in it for these guys. So the fact that there's 2 weeks left, because obviously we've concluded this week, so 2 weeks left to make points, it's going to make all the difference. I do strongly believe that the deciding remaining players is going to come down to the final week up until the wire. Who knows how it's going to go?
I'm going to say, just to play devil's advocate though, 2 weeks left is 200 potential points for a new player to earn. If you haven't entered the Pro League or you've been on the fence about it, and you're on PS4, you could be our Season 1 White-Black. Enter for the last couple of weeks and be just barely off making the finals. Remember, there's a large amount of people from Europe who will be qualifying this time. That's 200 points you could be earning for 2 first-place finishes. That is going to put you in that standing for having a really good opportunity to go. So if you can, go to proleague.com/MKX for your chance at signing up and maybe, just maybe, being one of our qualifiers for the Season 3 finals.
Irish Mantis turned up, relatively late from a week's perspective. Irish Mantis turned up and won a week. That one victory he took, and some semi-finals, and just even the top 8 portion, that alone has put him into a very, very comfortable situation. And he's looking really strong. 210 points, I believe. That with 2 weeks left is good, especially if he makes top 8 or just maybe 9th or something.
It's a great situation to be in. But that does conclude things for the EU side of the league tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in to us, guys and girls. Don't go anywhere, as in a few hours' time, NA will be taking the reins with their weekly top 8 as usual. Thank you very much. I've been Mustard.
And I've been Ketchup.
And we'll see you guys next week.